You're one of the smart ones.
We're all,
Why
we're
would you
all
wear a
one
dumb-
of the smart ones.
It's not one of the smart ones.
Or is it? It could be.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my.
That's right. Just put it in a room with
What's
the
up,
ring,
everyone?
and one of them fight.
You get a little bit of behind the scenes voice action there. As you can see,
No, the stream is not broken.
the stream is not
No,
broken.
we have surprise, okay?
We have a surprise.
I am low-key a little terrified because I popped into the Discord to say that I was running just a little bit late, and I was like, oh no.
That's the correct feeling to have, though.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, if you guys want to keep your colors up all night, I'm perfectly okay with this.
I'm
So-
fascinated that other people have colors other than black. I did this wrong.
I think it's very appropriate.
Yeah,
Okay.
mine's a post-it note.
So is mine.
It's ours is each the color of our souls.
That's what it feels like.
I hope mine is pink.
It is pink.
It's pink. That looks more red to me.
On my screen, it's pink.
But anyway, welcome guys. It's Witchlight Wednesday. I honestly don't know what these guys are doing. And the
Don't
evil
find
laughter
out.
does not make it any better. But
What?
Find out.
Rob, do you want to go ahead with the announcements?
Yes, I will quickly.
Do the announcements fast, and right before we recap, we'll do a 1, 2, 3 and reveal.
Yeah.
I'm terrified.
Okay, fair enough. Announcements. Thank you to Rifle Stud for his 9th month of subscribing to our little channel here.
That guy.
I heard that
think-
guy's rude. He's just
And
I don't know,
Dab's
man, I
right
heard that
behind
guy
him
doesn't-
for his 8th month tonight. Thank you, D-Rob. Appreciate you, buddy, the honorary Rob. Sheepish, thank you, Sheepy, for your customary bit to start our streams off. We really appreciate that. I love that you sneak in here sometimes before we're live to get that in. Thank you also to Calico Peak, to Gaia Lunos, to Sour Man Alex, and to Jack Daniels on Ice for following our channel. I
Oh.
love that
That's the
name.
name.
that is a name.
That makes me want to have a beer with that guy. Or maybe
Or
not a beer.
maybe
but
not a
Jack
beer.
Daniels on Ice. Thank you guys all for supporting our channel. Thank you for joining our weird little family. We are Misty Mountain Streaming. We like to tell and experience great stories, and we prefer to do that by playing Dungeons and Dragons. And here we are again for that stuff.
Hey,
Uh,
Rob, can I make
hey.
a quick announcement?
Does it have anything to do with the music industry?
So on October 21st, which is coming up very quickly, my favorite indie music artist, Taylor Swift, is going to be releasing her 10th studio album, Midnights. And if you haven't pre-ordered it yet, go to store.taylorswift.com and pre-order your copy of her
Maddie,
album.
tell them the other cool thing, though.
Oh my god, okay, I have a secret Taylor Swift fan Twitter, and Taylor Swift liked one of my tweets today, and I cried in my
Aw.
car about it.
Who's
I-
Taylor Swift?
She's my favorite indie music artist.
Okay.
This underground up-and-comer, you know.
I'll have to look
I
out
literally-
for it.
That's so awesome, Maddie.
Sat
That,
in my
I
car
know
and
that
cried
means
about
so
it.
much to you.
She only liked like 5 other tweets too, so like she was looking around at stuff and chose to like mine.
Very nice.
Atta gal.
I felt
I'm,
very
I'm happy
special.
for you.
Thanks.
Okay, I think we've kept the boy in suspense long enough.
I'm terrified.
Okay, I can do the countdown if that helps. Okay, ready, everybody? Countdown.
Ready.
It'll be a
Ready.
1, 2, 3, go. On go, reveal.
Okay.
1, 2.
Wait, hold up. I'm not ready for this. I'm gonna pee my pants.
Oh my god.
What comes after 2?
We're holding on 3. Are we
4.
moving to 3, Rob? Are we moving to 3?
Yeah, you're good.
3. Oh!
Yo! What's going on? Look at these players. You guys look so cool.
I just wanted to cover my camera and not spoil the surprise. But
I
don't
mean,
they look awesome?
They do look so cool. I'm speechless, honestly.
Mason just came in because he thought I was calling him. How loud I was.
Misfit has been working hard on that mask, I know,
Oh my
for
gosh,
this
it
one.
looks so good.
I'm literally speechless, guys. You guys look amazing.
I would also like to drop a link for everybody to watch at the break. I have found the song that is perfectly Scinn and Wick, which is
Oh, God.
Do you
no.
want to fight me, but to the tune of Do you want to build a snowman?
That's hilarious.
You wanna fight me? I didn't hear no bell.
No, it's literally Do you want to fight me? Do you want to catch these hands? Like,
That's awesome. I ordered. I'm nowhere near as awesome as these people, but I did order little horns and stuff to wear to join them that did not arrive in time for the Canada trip. So I owe you horns at some point.
You made your mask at like the beginning of the campaign, though. I
did.
think that
That was so long ago, I frickin' forgot about it. That was a lifetime ago, but thank you. That does make me feel a little better.
When it's so far long ago, you forget.
Far,
Oh, God.
far away.
In a galaxy
God.
far, far away.
I apologize for everybody. When I click this, it's gonna make noise.
Do you wanna catch his hand?
That's great. That's a ringtone for one of y'all now.
Oh, for sure. At least like a Discord notification noise.
I played it again.
Well, are you guys ready to give the weekly recap? Let our lovely viewers know where we're at.
Yeah,
We
let's
have
do
lovely-
it.
What?
I like to think we have lovely viewers.
Let's real quick. Let's see who has joined us. Icy is of course here. Hello, darling. Good to have you back. Sheepy's here. Daniel's back. Welcome back, Daniel.
Welcome.
Wildcard and Grimforge from the Discord are here. Camson Evander from the Discord. Dabs, of course. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Oh, and of course, the Existential Nerd, our wonderful community mod. I hope you have slept more since we last spoke.
No joke. But where did we leave off?
Scinn got something.
Yeah, I got a cool new hat. I mean, it's not really a hat, but it's a skull that I'm putting on my head and wearing like it's a hat. So it's already up there.
You know, I would just like to point out the
really
one time that I tried to get any kind of headwear in this entire adventure, it turned out to be a dark mantle, and thus far there has been no comeuppance to anyone else for trying to have
It's okay.
chapeaus.
The next time we're in a town, we'll buy you a tiny top hat.
Yeah. You know, do that.
It's right between the horns. You know, just tiny little top hat.
They look really nice. You can put it on one of the
Or-
horns.
Or
Oh,
we'll buy
stop.
you
That's
4
so-
different size Santa hats and hang them off of all 4 horns.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Best
this is a
Including
good
the
idea.
broken one.
It's real festive.
Yeah.
I actually rather like that idea. That's adorable. But your new hat, we got that hat after we arrived in a new Fey realm. This one called Yawn, not like
Yeah.
yawn, but like hither, thither, and yawn. You understand? You've been keeping up. And when we got there, we met a shadow or half of one, and also a dandelion man.
Yeah, Amador. He's
Yeah.
real tough with his little blade.
And Queenie,
And
who I totally
Olenella,
didn't
yes.
almost-
Olenella.
who I totally didn't almost murk.
Right.
Totally didn't
Yeah,
almost
it didn't
gank her.
happen.
We were all there for that totally not
wasn't-
happen.
Yeah, she totally wasn't ganked. It's fine. She's alive. She's fine.
Yeah.
And as we were
The
just making their
power of
acquaintance,
God, whoever that is.
Amador challenged me to see who was the best swordsman in Yarn, and unfortunately it was a poor showing from him. So I basically won by default, as I understand it. So by default, I'm the best swordsman in Yarn.
She got a certificate. It was awesome.
I did get a certificate. It was the first time I'd received a certificate of any kind for anything. If I had a fridge, I would put it on that. Absolutely. But as soon as that happened, an awful rock monster called a Galabdur popped up, and we cracked it open and found a head inside. And that is apparently wardrobe, as far as Scinn is concerned.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, and we learned that Endolin Moongrave is the horrible hag lady.
Yeah.
In
and that we
these
could
parts.
only kill her in an eclipse.
Yeah, and she can't be surprised. So, like, that's
She likes-
awful for
And
us.
she likes honey for some reason. I mean, honey's good, but like she's evil. So like, why does she like good things?
Yeah, I don't
I'm
trust that.
concerned.
If you're evil, you're not allowed to like good things.
No.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure that's
But
written
yeah,
somewhere on a
my
certificate. of some
fancy
kind.
new hat is a skull with antlers on it, and like it's kind of creepy, but like I don't know. I mean, I didn't identify on it. I know all the things it does, but like
I think
I'm
it gives
not
you an
telling you, I'm just
edge.
gonna- yeah,
Yeah.
I think it looks very good.
I like it a lot. I think it. Man, I'm craving jerky, but yeah, it's great.
Hmm.
And
We
if you
met-
hold around for the break, I'll go rip the one off my wig head and see if I can actually get it to fit over these.
It's worth noting that our interpretation of the eclipse at this time, our understanding, is that we need to pair Glisten and Gleam, two parts of a darkling woman named Charm's shadow, back together, and that is the recipe for a circumstance where the bitter end, as I'm assuming she calls herself, because who would call someone else the bitter end? It seems
Yeah,
like
it's
something
like a
someone came up for themselves,
Did
doesn't
you-
it?
Horrible
just say a-
nickname.
Did you just say a lovely woman named Charm? Because I think you have to remember that Charm stole my rhythm and your eye color.
She traded for them. We agreed to that.
She stole. Okay?
Mm.
It's what we say in court when we've killed her, that she stole.
She's a thief.
Are we stabbing someone?
Oh gosh!
Eventually.
Now I'm imagining a court here in the Feywild, some kind of Fey court, and it sounds so
Cool, man.
abominable.
I'd be down for
You guys
it.
did come across
Yeah.
a court, if you remember.
Is that all those bullywug things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, where we lifted a crocodile into the air in a very Lion King-esque moment. That was strange. That was just strange.
Well, you know what happens.
It was so long ago, but it was technically only a few days of our adventure ago.
Gosh,
And that takes us roughly to the moment, I think.
yeah, that's pretty accurate. And as you guys were kind of recovering, healing up from the fight there, Scinn, of course, got his shiny new helmet that he's
I would
infatuated
also-
with.
I would like to attune to my fancy new helmet. Please and thank you.
Okay.
It is permanently on myself now.
Nice.
Congratulations.
So yeah.
Were we planning on... We were heading over to try and see if we could get, like, a safe long rest in that little, like, craggly looking building. Is that what our plan was?
Plan is a
I
strong
had-
word for what we typically have.
I had it documented that you guys were trying to head towards Lockbury Hinge.
Okay,
We're
yes.
gonna go
Oh.
party.
Yeah, weren't we
That's
gonna go see the
right.
dancing? Yeah.
Teach them all my dance moves.
The Macarena, the cha-cha slide.
Yeah, all the good ones.
So, as you guys you finished up the battle, you've picked up the items. The giant extremely smart goats have all run off. They're nowhere in sight. You still see the direction of the hinge. It's off in the distance a little ways, but you're able to see where it is. The sky is still extremely dark. It's starting to rain a little bit, and there's cracks of lightning and thunder coming across the sky. So yeah.
Sawyer's just practicing her dance moves, knowing that this is gonna be like a sweet party.
Ian is spending all of his time fluttering around, like pretending like he's trying to keep the antlers on his new headpiece from getting shocked by lightning, but it's really him just trying to call attention to his new headpiece.
Wick is just singing the song that he learned from the little mushrooms.
I said,
As we go walking along.
Dance into the
You want to fight me?
What is Cheshire doing?
Responding to his boss, letting him know that he arrived in Canada safely. Sorry. I suppose Cheshire is following along and accompanying Wick's performance and giving Sawyer something to dance to.
Okay. Are you guys are you continuing on towards the hinge, or are you trying to find a place to maybe try and rest a little bit?
Are they synonymous? Can we rest at the hinge? Should we rest before the hinge? Things have a tendency of happening when we arrive at places.
Yeah,
think
that's
we
what I
could
was gonna
rest
say.
Before, because we don't know if we're gonna need to fight these people.
Yeah.
So there's this spell where I could create a safe place for us to rest basically anytime we want. And I did not take that spell, but I thought about it very hard.
You're telling us this now? You could have this whole time made us safe places to sleep. What the crap,
Well, not
Cheshire?
this whole time, but recently, as we've gotten stronger, it has been a possibility, and instead I decided to take a spell that helps us open doors, because that has been something of a problem.
I guess you're right. We do have problems with doors.
Of course, now you could just perhaps, since we are both horned, we could perhaps just use ourselves as battering rams against objects.
We
that are in our
could
way.
just like impale the door.
That, yes.
I mean,
we
I can
could.
speak
I'm
for
not sure it would help
myself
us get-
and for Wick when I say impaling sounds decent idea in our book.
Yeah, I don't like the doors so much, especially the ones that attack.
Yeah.
Yes, that one.
Remind me later.
I don't know what
if
my
you-
spell would do to that door, but maybe at least it would let us know that there was something wrong with it ahead of time.
Oh. Remind me later if you're into impaling. There's a guy named Vlad I gotta tell you all about.
Now that's a cool name. Is it too late to rebrand?
A little bit. Vlad the Impaler's kind of popular.
My swords don't do much impaling.
More slicing and dicing.
Yes, more of that. Do we see anything that looks like a reasonable shelter where we would be safe from the elements and perhaps prying eyes would be a bonus?
I'd say there's nothing that offers natural cover, but there are some alcoves in the rock on the kind of the trail that you're walking that are big enough that you could all tuck into.
Doesn't sound. Yes, I mean, why not, right?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind a protected night's rest.
You know, we can take watches and shifts. Amador and I can take a shift, and Wick and Paulinella. I'm sure they would have much to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
I could just, I'll just take a nap.
Okay.
I'll sleep the whole time if no one needs me.
I mean, I can help watch. I don't know how long we're gonna sleep. I was just gonna sleep because I'm tired.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
ask
got
you.
kinda smacked around by the rock, but that's okay because I took part of his head as a victory trophy.
You did get a little rocked, yes.
I could
really
fix the
did.
first watch because I hid. I
It's
did
that
not skip
you're
it
good.
ago.
You're good at the hiding. I'll take the last watch so I can just keep.
I'll take the pocket watch so that I can wake you all up when it's your turn. I gotta laugh. I gotta laugh.
That was a good one, Cheshire. I'll give you that. That was a good one. That was a good one. I wasn't
Okay.
seeing
I
it
don't
coming.
get it.
I'll take a watch in the middle.
He's. I'll explain it later, Sawyer. I'll explain it later.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, if all the watches are covered, I'll sleep, and then if you need me to hit anything, just wake me up and I'll swing. So, yeah.
Okay.
Good plan. Break.
All right. So, whoever is on first watch, as you guys are kind of tucked away, dozing off a little bit, go ahead and roll me a perception.
First person watching or who?
Yeah,
Everybody.
you all can pre-roll if you want to.
I'll wait for my turn because I got something else I got to roll for. I'm trying to add my new item.
Gotcha.
That would be a 7.
Okay. As you are just kind of like sitting there, you're, being a child, you're kind of distracted by things that are going on. You're watching over your friends sleeping, but you have
Resisting the urge to like poke people in the
Right.
face.
you kind of have these like little flints of like those nightmares from the hag's house when you guys went into that awful room. It kind of catches you off guard, but you're able to quickly snap out of it. And as you're looking around, like you see lightning crashing across the sky, and it's a pretty quiet night, other than just the sound of the rain, and like, of course, you guys don't have cover overhead, so it is raining down on you, but the way the wind is coming, it's kind of directed it away from you in a way.
Like pulls up his hood a little more and like pulls it close to him.
God. DC 18 of a wisdom save. Good lord. Wish me luck. I don't have Rex here.
Surely you have inspiration, though, right? At least you get 2 tries.
I think I do.
So as you are,
some inspiration.
Yeah, just let us know.
Somebody just give me some inspiration. I'll roll it in a sec. I'll just shake this dice for a real long time.
as Wick is sitting there, you kind of are starting to doze off.
Bless thee, nerd, bless thee.
And right about that time, who had second
Wait.
watch?
I shot it out across the desk. Not me, I had last.
Okay. So Cheshire.
Oh, thank God. Thank you for that inspiration. Okay.
So as Cheshire is preparing, like he's waking up and getting ready for his watch, and you notice that, well, actually, yeah, go ahead and roll your perception.
7.
Okay. So you're going up to trade places with Wick, and you notice that Wick hasn't moved, but you don't notice that Wick is dozing off.
Just picturing like the birds that are asleep. They're like,
It's all right, Wick. It's my turn. You can go on to sleep. I've got this.
I just like Wick just falls over and like hits your shoulder. Ow. There's a beak there.
Cheshire also says, "Ow, there was a beak there."
and just kind of like falls asleep on you.
This is fine.
As you are sitting there, with Wick cozied up under you, like laying on you, you're sitting there again. You're kind of watching over the group. You're looking off in the distance, kind of reminiscing on where how everything has happened since you've come to the Feywild.
Oh. Continue. I got mad. Continue.
So yeah, you're thinking back to your time in Petal and how you went to the carnival and how basically this entire journey has come and where you are now. After a while of you sitting there, you do hear some heavy footsteps way off in the distance. Nothing that's of immediate danger, but it is something to be aware of.
I don't know that we made a fire or anything. If we did, no? Okay. I was about to say, I would make sure that there's nothing making us an attractive thing from far away.
I mean, other than the group itself.
Oh yeah, but we're in a little alcove, or so I thought. So yeah, and most of us are horizontal at this point. Yeah, I'll just keep an eye out as best as my 7 enables me to, and blinkily wait out my watch.
Okay. Which brings us to Sawyer's turn.
Me?
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead and roll a perception.
Yeah, I can't wake Sawyer up with Wick laying on me, so I just pick up pebbles, scrape them up on the ground, thump them at Sawyer until
Are we each doing
she
a little
wakes up.
short watch?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
So Sawyer said, "Wake me up if you need me to punch something." So when you do that, you watch her go from completely comatose to just, it's all good. Okay, you seem busy. I'll take a quick watch around for a bit. Yeah, you rest your eyes. You've earned it. And I kind of, after Cheshire sort of closes his eyes, she goes, whew. Okay. And then I'll do a perception.
I think Wick and I both got 7s, so if you break
I got a
the
12.
streak...
Oh.
Oh my god. At this rate,
That's
I'm gonna
so
have
high.
at this rate, I'm gonna have the best perception check, and there's a reason I'll explain in a minute.
So as Sawyer's sitting there, did you guys trade places? Are you sitting towards the front, or are you still back where you were?
I think Sawyer is either doing some push-ups or crunches at the closer to the entrance, while she keeps watch.
Okay.
Cheshire did not move because he has a sleeping child on him. So
Okay.
Yeah, I'll scoot forward. She starts with some wall push-ups just to warm up, and then she moves to some floor push-ups, some crunches, and then she does one-armed push-ups and some of the clapping ones.
Hoping that someone is paying attention.
Maybe someone wakes up in the middle of the night and rolls over and is like, "Shit, she's cool."
As you're doing your push-ups, you hear, excuse me. It was inhaling tacos. That's what happens. You just get the burps. You are.
When we get a second, Icy ask who doesn't have inspiration and guidance. We'll do a call off in a second before my watch, just so everybody can check.
Okay.
As you're doing your push-ups, you hear the distant large footsteps walking around. Not quite able to pinpoint it. You're able to tell that it is off in the distance. Not something that you need to immediately worry about, but something that could be friendly, could be an enemy. You can just tell that it's large.
Okay.
The rain is.
Does it sound?
Go ahead.
Does it sound far enough away that I could peek out and it would be at a far enough distance that it wouldn't spot me, or is it close enough that I should keep tucked away?
I would say if you poked your head out to try and see what it was, you wouldn't be noticed. It's that far away.
Okay. Then I'm gonna step out to the mouth of the cave just so I can kind of scan the horizon that's visible to me, because I know it is kind of rocky all over,
Yeah.
but from what I can see, do I see any sort of like silhouettes out in the rain or
Go ahead and roll me another perception at disadvantage, because it's raining.
Great. Oh man, I rolled really good, but with disadvantage it's gonna be a 10? No, an 11.
Okay. So as you're scanning, you see the direction that you all are trying to head towards, which is the Lockbury Henge. Nothing that you're able to see is along that path. As you're looking across, you see a lightning bolt hit one of the lightning rods at the top of the mountain, and as it lights up, you see what looks to be a very large figure on that section of mountain that could be a giant.
Okay.
But
I size it up for a second and then I go, no. And I'll go back in to where I was before until my my watch is done.
Okay. Which that brings us to Scinn getting ready for his watch.
Yeah.
Quickly, because Misfit answered and I answered. Rob and
I've
Maddy.
got one of each.
One of each?
I think I have both. I don't think
Okay.
I used them from last time, so.
Okay, just so that I get the question answered.
Yeah.
Okay, so the reason I'm mad is because when I do a long rest, I have to see if I get an 18 wisdom saving throw, and I thought I was just on 18, and I actually have one less point to add to wisdom than I thought I did, so I got a 17. So I failed one. And trust me, the more that this happens, the worse things are going to get. But regardless, I'm
It's
at least not-
consecutive, right?
It is
Yeah.
5 consecutive. Here's the other thing. I'm not going to tell all of our viewers. I told all the players. I'm not telling the viewers what this item is. You got to guess as I keep giving you hints. First person to guess, I'll call it out. But yeah, so Scinn wakes up. I don't think exhaustion kicks in after the first failure, but I did not get any benefits of a long rest. So he walks up very groggy-eyed, like dragging his little tiny feet. Like you hear definitely like little wet, like he's like walking up to you, Sawyer. He's gonna touch you on the shoulder and be like, "I should go bed."
Oh, yeah. You didn't surprise me or anything. Don't worry, Scinn. Just,
That's good. I wasn't trying
I'm
to
all
surprise
warmed
you.
up. Just wake me up if you need me to hit anything.
I will, and I'll also send Cheshire to wake you up in case you hit the thing that wakes you up.
Yes, or just, throw a rock my way, because that's what Cheshire did earlier, and I was ready to go.
That'll also work. Yeah.
Best of luck. Just so you know,
we're gonna watch here. Yeah.
think I saw the silhouette of a giant out in the distance. So just keep that in mind. Didn't seem close or anything, but just so you know.
Like a giant,
Big guy.
or just like a big guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could take him though. Just, didn't want to leave
Oh,
without
yeah.
you guys. You would have worried. But yeah, I'm going to sleep.
Okay, you go sleep. Go sleep.
He like settles himself down, and like if he had a cup of coffee, he'd just be there like just holding it, staring out. But for my perception check, I get advantage thanks to my new item.
Very nice.
One of the many good things that comes with the one really bad thing. Oh, that's a 10 and a natural 20
Nice.
on the Janie dice.
Oh, my favorites.
I've got mine right here.
So as you're sitting there with your imaginary coffee, you're sitting there looking. It's raining pretty good. You look in the direction that, again, towards the hinge. You see nothing going on over there. You look in the direction that Sawyer made aware that there might be a giant over there, and you see what truly is a giant over there, kind of like putting his hand on top of the mountain peaks, like kind of walking through it large. He has what looks to be a large like walking stick, essentially. From this distance, that's really all you're able to gather from it. But he's not paying any attention to you guys. You're far enough away that he doesn't even notice you at this point.
While he's sitting there, he's gonna mutter to himself like,
Man, I could really just. Such a shame we don't have ways to like share photos and like take photos. Like, I'm gonna invent a thing and I'm gonna call it Snapchat. It's an idea for a later day.
and he'll just keep watching.
He's a mind ahead of his time.
He'll keep watching. If he hears any sounds, he'll keep a close eye on the giant. But if he hears any sounds, especially, he'll keep a close eye out for things. And like I think probably at this point, having failed one, that my eyes are kind of like weirdly glowy in the light at this point,
Okay.
kind of like an animal's.
As you're kind of finishing up your watch there, and it seemed to be a little bit of a longer watch than the rest of the people because Amador didn't take a shift. He was just photosynthesis and all that, and being set on fire. Just previous moments before, he's kind of tired.
Yeah, being immolated really takes it out of you.
Yeah, no.
Just a little.
But as you are sitting there, you notice that your cupcake that you won at the carnival has refilled itself. And it's still dark, but you can tell that it's morning time. It's almost like this entire zone seems to always be kind of dark and gloomy.
If it helps at all, in darkness, in dim light and darkness, I get an extra 30 feet of vision. Or wait, no, let me read this again.
I wouldn't say it's that dark, but it was just dark and gloomy because it was raining.
Oh, no, that's to my speed. So if it's dark, I get 30 extra feet of speed.
Dark as in
and
nighttime,
what?
or dark because of cloudy?
It says dim light or darkness, which means anything that's not
sunshine.
normal sunlight.
Okay.
Yeah, because normal light will be 15 extra feet. So I now have roughly 60 feet of movement.
Wait, you're faster than me now.
Crap.
Listen, this thing is awesome. It just might turn out bad, okay? Again, audience, you gotta guess what it is. It's a skull on my head. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna, before waking anybody else up, he's gonna pull out the cupcake and just be like, you know what? I had a crappy night. I'm tired. For my treat this morning. And then he's gonna like cry, eat it while he's just like, my still hurt. Because I got none of my hit points back because I didn't get a rest. So.
All right. So, are you waking everyone up, or is everyone waking up?
After my me time, I'm gonna wake everybody up.
Okay.
But I am gonna purposefully throw a rock at Sawyer so that I don't get punched.
Oh, good morning, everyone.
Such reflexes just makes
Yeah.
it.
Thank you.
Accidentally punch Cheshire in the face.
Oh,
That's my boy.
that's a good shot.
I
Nice.
see you've been watching.
I am learning from Sebastian.
Oh.
Like,
You're
just
so cute. Oh my god. I just keep catching myself watching your little video box. Anytime you do
Okay.
any movement, I'm like losing my damn mind.
So this mask actually forces you to look like a bird. So if I want to see something, I actually have to turn my head and tilt down to see anything.
Now that's roleplay, everyone.
The dedication.
What's really funny though is if we ever wore these together at a con, we'd be all the correct heights because Misfit, you're taller than me.
Yeah. Only slightly. Only slightly.
Only slightly, but it's perfect because
It's
Wick
enough.
is only slightly. Yeah.
I'm working on his feet right now.
Oh my god.
I'm working
You're so
on
cool. I can't handle it.
I'm gonna actually make some proper wings because this shirt, when I made it, has a hole in the back for wings.
Oh,
Right now I'm
nice.
just wearing kid wings.
This is all just regular clothing that I got off of like Amazon and
I like
thrift shops.
I
so.
like Sheepy said the person in the background looked concerned for a moment. Hi, Adam.
Everybody say hi to Adam with his pizza.
Hi, Adam.
So yeah, you guys are all waking up. The giant that those of you saw over the night is gone. Those of you who only heard the footsteps had no idea he was even there. And you are starting to continue on your path towards Lockbury Henge.
So, do you guys think it's gonna be like dance all night party, or if it's gonna be like take some time to dance and then there's like a lot of food, or is it one of those parties where people say it's a party but no one wants to actually like dance, so you just stand around awkwardly? Because I hate those.
That's most parties that I go to. Has
No
my nose
way,
stopped
I will-
bleeding yet?
I will dance for everyone. I am so
Yeah,
sorry,
just-
Joshua.
Just kind of
There's a
pinch it for a
tissue.
minute.
There's a tissue, just like twist it and
any
shove it.
better?
Just twist
Shove
the
it?
tissue. Yeah, twist the tissue and shove it up your
I,
nose.
I don't have
yeah.
tissue.
Just
Do you
hit
have
it if you
ti-
want.
See, it
Hey,
just
if
gave
you
me
want.
one.
How have you had tissue this whole time and it hasn't come up
have.
before now?
I have. So many
Okay.
things, Cheshire.
It's
So
a
many.
Barbie bag. It's got it all.
I'm like a walking thrift store.
Yeah. No, just stick them up there. You're gonna have to mouth breathe for a bit. I do that all the time when
Yeah.
I'm back at home doing fights, and I get
Yeah.
just right in the nose.
So he's going to make himself a tissue walrus for the foreseeable future.
Ian's gonna come up to Sawyer and be like,
Sawyer, do you really think it's gonna be a party all night situation? Cause like, I'm tired.
I mean, I kind of hope it is, but maybe they have like a chill space where you could just like knock out for a bit. I could give you a piggyback ride if you want to try and nap for a bit on my back.
Yes, please. Yes, I'll
s-
take it. I'll
I
take it.
squat
I had
down for you. to
crazy
climb up.
dreams where I was running around. I didn't like on all fours and I didn't really get a lot of sleep.
Oh. You know what? Sometimes that happens. You toss and turn a lot. Too vivid dreams. Yeah, just, and I help you up and pull you around. Just take a load off. Sawyer's gotcha.
you can see from the front, like when cats like stretch a foot, you can see like his 2 feet like come out and just like as he's like stretching it.
Yeah, there you go. Get nice and comfy. And I'll walk with you on my back for a bit.
The
Well,
rest of
I'll
you
do,
did
like,
get a
little,
long
like-
rest, by the way.
I'll do like
Ooh.
little like short rest worth of snooze, 'Cause that I don't have to check for.
Cian's gonna survive on naps alone for the rest of the
The
campaign.
rest of the campaign.
I did just say in the chat not long ago that if nobody guesses what this item is by the end of the night, I will tell you all so you know how bad this is.
It's
I'll-
a lot of information.
I'll give you a hint. Do not look in the Dungeon Master's Guide or
Oh, sheepy.
any WotC material.
Did Sheepy just
Sheepy
guess
got
it?
it.
Ah, Sheepy. No, okay,
Yeah.
it's not the Lich Skull, but Sheepy got it.
Nice.
got it.
Sheepy got it. And
means
the
if
oh
I-
no after that is the correct
Which means
response.
if I fail a certain number of wisdom saves when trying to sleep, essentially right now this thing only will come off of my head with a greater restoration. But if I fail my sleeps other bad things happen, and then it can only come off with a wish spell. We're in 1 of 5.
Yeah. So as you guys are, you're walking towards Lockbury, and it's getting closer, and it's becoming more massive as you get closer, as things do, you know. And it looks like at the top of this plateau that you're walking towards, there you can start to see the large like stone pillars that are and boulders essentially that form kind of like a hinge, a stone hinge, you know. Each of the rocks appear to be about 20 feet tall, so it's a massive little plateau up there. And let's see.
I want to get on top.
I'll give you a little foothold to lift you up, boy, if you want to climb. I've got Sleeper Seeing on my back. I'll balance him and help you up.
You just hear from over Sawyer's shoulder, just like,
You got this, baby. You got this.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Just, you know,
Like-
upper body strength. Pull yourself up. You got
Holding
it.
on. Like,
Very strong boy.
you feel like one little hand like creep up to just kind of like, and that's like it.
Before you guys get up to the actual hinge itself, like, so you have these bigger rocks that you're able to climb up on top of, but you're still walking along this path. Anyone that you kind of come into an opening area, and if you are looking around or paying any attention, roll me a survival check.
Ooh.
Survival. Ooh.
Ooh.
Don't do a lot of survivals.
Ooh.
I'm very bad at survival, just in general. Not the skill, just like staying alive.
You know.
I'm gonna roll the CN dice, and I have to tell everybody from our Monday night game the story as well too. That these are Robbie's main. These are our blue aqua cat's eye, and these are Robbie Damon's main Dorian dice. And it's true because somebody
He
gave it to him.
goes on critical roll.
Yeah.
We roll them here.
Right, we stole them from Robbie. No.
No.
Opposite.
He got them as a gift from us. I got an
Survival.
18, by the way.
Okay.
I'm surviving.
17.
Nothing to add.
4.
13.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay. So would CN be actually looking around, or are you still sleeping?
I mean, I'm not like as a short rest.
Okay.
You only have a certain amount of time in which that actually
Sure.
applies. So he's looking around, but I also like to think, because he just got a slightly higher number than Wick, that he sees Wick like just like completely like not looking in the right place, and in his mind he's just like,
Oh, that sweet boy.
So as you guys are up there, Sawyer and Cheshire notice what looks to be kind of a makeshift campfire that looks like it was quickly just kind of snuffed out. There's a little bit of smoke coming up from it. You can see a couple hot embers in it still, like someone left there in a very big hurry. And you see 2 sets of small sooty hoof prints leading up towards the plateau.
Does it look like this? I know that this sounds like it was done in haste, but it was done in haste recently.
I would say so, based off of the state of the campfire.
Okay.
Almost as if, as you guys were walking up, they heard you coming and they took off.
my do a guess you can decide what type of roll. My first thought was maybe investigation or perception to try to find any clues of which direction they went on, like flop my way off of Sawyer's back and like start sniffing around on the ground.
That's
Like on
cool.
all fours, just walking like a normal an animal.
Yeah, if you want to throw a investigation, that's fine.
I don't think whoever was here wants to party with us, Sawyer. Like,
Well,
it
what if
might
they
be an
just...
invite only, we didn't RSVP kind of thing.
But real party people always want to party with new people. Maybe they just thought we were like scary people and we're gonna let them know we're friends. Eh?
Perhaps
Like-
so. I mean,
like-
they can't have
okay.
gotten far.
Talk like a little louder than normal and be like, "Oh yeah, we're so nice and friendly. I'm so excited for the party. We mean no harm."
That doesn't sound like the kind of thing that someone who is actually nice and friendly and ready for a party who doesn't mean any harm would say. That sounds like the opposite.
Saying
of that.
about me, Cheshire.
No, I'm just saying it's maybe Paul, maybe saying it doesn't make it like sound
Okay,
true. It almost
okay.
makes it like that has the opposite effect.
Hold on. That came out wrong. I'm actually really nice. I just don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. I just want to dance.
It was a 14 on that check.
So
I just want to dance.
as you roll your investigation, Cheshire and Sawyer already are able to see that the footprints go up the hill further towards the actual hinge, and you immediately are like, "Hey guys, I think that they went this way."
He's like crawling around on all fours, and he sits up, like still like crouched on the ground, but sits up. So he kind of goes like,
That way.
You're incredible.
No, I'm so cool.
Head that way.
goes running
Like-
off. Yeah, just running off a little faster than normal.
As it runs
Yeah,
up
instead of
the-
like a instead of that, it's a. Like,
I thought about
How'd
adding
you
that
get
we
so
have
fast?
lots of candy, and maybe that would entreat them, but that also just doesn't sound right, does it?
No,
It's
that
okay,
does not
it's
sound
okay,
right.
No.
Cheshire. Just don't mention a van. Just tell them we got free candy. Don't say there's a van. It'll be fine.
Okay.
It's true.
Wait, do we have a van that we're not mentioning, or do we not
No,
have
we
a van and we're
don't.
being
We
honest about
don't.
that?
We're being on. We have candy.
I wish
not
we
in
had
a
someone to
van.
share it with.
If we have candy, it's not in a van. It's safe.
I just want to share all these bags of candy and dance.
So, as you guys make your way up to the actual plateau with the hinge, you're able to see that the 8 pillars are made of different types of stone. One is rock, or different types of rock. One is shale, one is chalk, one is flint, one is granite, one is slate, one is basalt, one is obsidian, and one is marble.
Wick takes a piece from every one of them.
Ah,
It could come in handy. He's just
Is
like
it?
he sticks them in his little pouchy pockets.
oh my god, you're so cute.
These might be. This might be someone's. Okay, so the chalk I think will be useful, but this might be a place that's important to people. I don't know. Anyway,
Wick
I
just
feel
looks
better
at
having
it
said
too
that.
and,
Go ahead.
stuffs it in anyway. Like
Souvenir.
By the way,
it's
I'm
just little chunks sitting on the ground. I don't see anything wrong with that.
I'm gonna have to say this now, or it's gonna drive me crazy. Rob, I live in Alabama, so every time that you describe these pillars, I hear the way half my family says pillows.
There's a bunch of pillars around.
Yeah, there's some pillars and blankets over there if you
All the
need.
pillars over there. Do we need to bring Rocky back into the mix?
Oh, he would love it here.
There's the one thing in
Anyway.
Resident Evil 8 that drove me crazy is the voice actor for Heisenberg always saying Miranda.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you're able to see that all 8 of these pillars are different in their own way. There's not really any special markings on them. The 2 sets of city footprints that you saw, they definitely came up here and they split off kind of towards different sides of the plateau. But about midway through the plateau, their footsteps just kind Like the soot had kind of worn off.
Did we
We
split
see
up?
visible footprints, like
Should
in.
we? Should we split up and take a look?
Yeah. I'll go this way.
The plateau itself is probably 80 to 100 feet wide. Because the stones themselves are like 20 feet tall, so.
I'll get an aerial view.
Ooh, it's a good idea.
He just kind of like so annoying.
Okay, I'm going to take this set of footprints. Someone else take that set.
I'll go this way.
Okay, we split. And we sneak.
And I'll stay in the middle so that I can run to whichever one of you runs into trouble first.
Yeah.
Will
We got
probably
this
be me.
down at this point. Look at us go.
While I'm in the air, I'm gonna purposefully make noises to try to call attention to myself to help the others that are sneaking, you know? So he's gonna be up in the air and he's gonna be like, "Oh man, I'm so tired, but man, party sounds good right now. My friend really wants a party. Got free candy."
It's only
Someone
slightly
say yellow
terrifying that, there's a fairy up in the air with a deer skull with antlers on it, on its head. It's just nightmare fuel in itself.
Just you wait.
Are you guys walking towards a specific pillar? Does one sound appealing to you that you're wanting to check out?
I will walk towards the obsidian one.
The ones where the footprints split off from, right? You said that they split off and went outside towards the pillars?
They went like into the middle and they kind of split off, but then the soot wore off. So they could be hiding behind any of them. They could have flew away once they hit the top. You don't know.
I'll go to the, I guess whichever one's across from the obsidian one. I don't know.
Okay.
It's the only name I remembered, to be honest.
Yeah. Was there a shale one? I'll go to
Red.
the shale one.
There was a shale one.
Oh yeah.
I
can remember things.
As you're sneaking up on the obsidian pillar, you're kind of looking around it, almost like running circles around it, like making sure no one's hiding behind it. Sawyer, while you're kind of doing the same thing at the shale one, go ahead and roll me a perception check. Or no, sorry, an investigation.
Ooh, okay. Oh, I don't get as many bonuses to that. Okay. It's fine. I got a 14.
Okay. So you're looking and you're walking around and kind of as you make your back to the front of this pillar, and you're kind of looking up, wondering if someone can be up there. But about the time that you're looking down from the bottom, and as your eyes come up, you see another set of eyes looking at you from the stone.
Hey, do you want to dance or have some candy?
I don't like candy, but
you don't have to have the candy.
I do like to dance. You're not here to hurt me, are you?
No, I got excited because I heard there was dancing and partying up here, and I just danced with a bunch of mushrooms and thither, so it only makes sense for me to come here next.
Are you tripping?
No, I'm Sawyer.
Nobody dances with mushrooms.
Oh, I'm gonna take you to thither, my friend. They were great.
Oh, well, who told you
They
we
were
dance here?
singing and dancing and... Oh, that's a really good question. Hey, Cheshire, who said that there was dancing up here again?
I wasn't listening about dancing. I thought you made that up.
Oh. Well, I mean, you do like to dance. That's what you said. And my friends are really cool dancers too. So I'm just, you don't have to come dance with us, but I want to make it very clear. We're not here to harm anybody. We're just passing through and we thought it'd be cool to like boogie down with you if you're cool to boogie.
Okay.
What you're saying is you can dance if you want to.
My friends do dance though.
All right. Well, let me think about it, okay?
Sure, take your time. Yeah. Would you just, if there's anybody else around, because I did see other footprints, just let them know we mean no harm. If you guys don't want us here, we'll head on out. But we're here. Love to get to know you guys more.
I don't know if the other clans will want to come out, but
Oh,
we'll see.
okay. How many clans are there?
You get no response. The eyes have
Okay.
disappeared.
Well, it was lovely talking to you, and I pat the pillar very nicely. Hey guys, talk to one of them.
Up
They
in the
said
air.
they think about dancing.
Up in the air, you can just hear because he's still yelling out, and he can't hear all of you guys talking in normal volume. But you just hear him from up there going Yahtzee.
Hey, Scinn!
Ah.
I talked to one of the rocks. There's some eyeballs popped out. They said that they might dance and they're going to think about it. And that they weren't sure if the other clans wanted to.
Give me just a bit.
You just kind of hear like a as he's like coming back down. He lands close to you, but kind of still like towards the middle, and
Just like, I hear there's clans. So, like, we gotta have ourselves a dance off. Kind of like an epic rap battle, but just a dance off.
Dance off,
Just like-
dance off. And I
Dirty
start
dancing.
rocking it in the middle of this henge. Who wants to dance with me?
the end starts to kind of start going like that kind of thing, but it's very off because he has no rhythm, so instead it's going like like
Oh yeah, freestyle. Let's see it.
This is more freestyle than I wanted.
Cheshire, go ahead and roll me a perception.
Perception?
Yeah.
All right, I can do that. By the way, I can't hold my hand on the push to talk button, but Cheshire is definitely trying to do like a the dad at the prom dance. Just
Ian's clapping now sounds like the Monty Python coconuts.
it's a
Like-
total of 20.
Okay.
Ooh.
So as you're witnessing Scinn freestyle, not a beat, Sawyer is dancing, and was Wick still talking or investigating the stone, or was he dancing as well now too?
Wick is investigating. He's just kind of looking around, but he's also just like got a pep in his step, and he's like bouncing around and like, you know how like birds like bob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
He's just bobbing.
So you're capturing all of this, but you happen to notice that Sawyer is dancing on what appears to be a checkerboard, a game board that it looks like it has been used recently.
I do a little handstand and I like walk around on my hands on the board and I'm like kicking my feet while I'm on my handstand.
Are we talking like what is the size of this? Are you talking like a board game board, or are you talking like this entire floor
Like
is
the-
like
the-
wizard's chess?
Like the entire floor appears to be
Okay.
kind of like a chessboard.
Scinn,
Mm.
and get your thoughts on something.
Okay, Sawyer, just keep imagining the song. I'll be right back.
I've got it. Don't even worry, it's in here.
Uh-huh. I'll be right back.
He's gonna fly over to
I don't know a lot about games. I haven't played a lot of games, but there's a pattern and it seems gamey. Do you know what game would be played on this? Or is it that? Or does it look...
When you say gamey, you mean like a board game or like a piece of meat that's kind of extra strong?
I mean like a board game. You seem to have meat on the brain all of a sudden. I don't...
I just want a burger, man.
That's...
Something.
Anyway...
Yeah. Where's the...
Yeah, I point the details out to Scinn.
But I have.
Is that interesting? Is it a problem? Should she dance somewhere else?
With Scinn being from the Feywild, you do recognize this as being a chorded chessboard.
Do I know what that is, or just have I heard the name?
You know that it's a game. You know the name, and you know that the Chord clans use it whenever they have their meeting of all the different clans.
Oh, so Cheshire, let me tell you about this. There's this thing called Corvid chess. Like it's a game, but like it's kind of serious. Like all the clans do a meeting thing on this. Maybe we shouldn't dance on it.
Oh, okay. Hey, Sawyer.
Yeah, no, I'm doing so good.
You are. Just walk this way.
A moonwalk.
Walk this way.
Off of the chessboard, hop down, boogie over. Yeah, stop. Do you need some help?
No, just thought maybe.
Just go to feel it.
Just feel it here, in a hereward direction, and in a not thatward direction.
Like right in the middle of everything.
Just like look at the floor. That's not right under over there. Here, let me. He's gonna grab your head and just like turn it to the right direction.
Just a quick chiropractic adjustment.
You see the chessboard there?
About the time that you came off of the chessboard, pieces came up onto the board like a game was already in progress. The pieces are already set. It looks like one side could be winning, but the rest, you all aren't really too terribly sure at this point.
Did I accidentally move any of those? With my boogie?
I don't know. I felt moved by your boogieing.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, if you did, they were visible at the time because they just popped up.
Oh. I'm gonna go over and I won't touch them, but I'm going to look at the board closer with the pieces now.
You hear Scinn buzz off, and he goes and grabs Wick's hand, and then you hear him come buzzing back with Wick, just like just pulling him along with him.
As you're checking him out a little bit more in detail, go ahead and roll me a insight check.
Ooh, okay. 17.
Okay. So with that, you're looking at the different pieces, and they look like typical like chess pieces.
Okay.
And you're able to see that you notice that one of them is made of what appears to be chalk, and one of them appears to be made out of slate. And you're able to also tell that the slate pieces can beat the chalk pieces in a single move.
Sawyer's gonna lean back and go, "Oh, I see." In this one moment of like actually feeling knowledgeable and clever, because she's actually usually very bad at board games. Seeing, if you notice this piece right here, all you have to do is move it to that square and it's game over.
Wick moves it.
Pats herself on the back.
But I wouldn't. Okay.
Just like that, Wick. Look at you. So brilliant, so smart.
Remember when I said they use this board for meetings?
Oh.
Uh-oh. Did I just...
So...
No, I'm sure it's fine. It's fine.
Oh,
once Wick moved the piece to the square that Sawyer had pointed out, all of a sudden, I just lost my entire train of thought. You see a Korrid come out of the slate pillar, laughing and chewing stone, and you see another one come out of the chalk pillar, grumpy and like, why'd you have to point that out? And
Oh, my apologies.
I was so close to putting in my defense, and you just had to point it out, didn't you?
No. I mean, I can totally see the thoughts in your head with the defense. It would have been an interesting play. She doesn't know what she's talking about now. Really clever.
The other Korrid that popped out, she's giggling and says, "Oh, don't worry about Jagu. He'll get over it eventually. It's fine." I want to thank you for making that final move, because now we can get on with our dance this evening when we get the other clans here.
Yes. I don't know if any of you noticed, I was just warming up the dance floor for all of you. Wick here is an excellent dancer as well, and Cheshire's really making leaps and bounds, really, if you didn't notice his little tiny shuffle.
That is most of my dancing, actually, is leaps and bounds. It's a Seta cultural thing.
But we want to see it.
Maybe
hit
later.
it,
You usually have to get
Hit it.
you have to get a couple
Cheshire.
in me before I really
Cheshire.
loosen up. I'm a very tense person in general, if you haven't noticed.
Cian's gonna fly up and grab your face, like both sides of your head, and be like,
Cheshire.
This is very
So
unsettling to be staring into a skull, by the way. I just want to point that out.
Here,
And you're staring into what I presume are colorless eyes. It's been a while since I've looked in a mirror.
is this better? Okay, so I
Somewhat.
need you
Uh-huh.
dance, and he's like poking at your nose, because I have no rhythm. I can't dance anymore. I need you to dance for me.
I'm dancing for two now?
Yes.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Now you get out there and you shake your money maker. Hips don't lie.
And he's
He
gonna fly
takes
over
his
to the
coin
sounding
purse
line.
and takes it onto the dance floor with Cheshire will jete back and forth for a bit with his mirthful leaps, unusually long bounds hither and thither, just casting his arms about in very ill-practiced but joyous moves that are not matched at all by the expression on his face. He is very uncomfortable.
Look at the madman go! He's
Yeah.
just living it up.
On the sidelines, it's just like one person clapping. That's just like, yeah,
Yeah. That's my friend.
Cheshire.
Just with no sense of-
Cheshire.
As Cheshire's out there, dancing what appears to be by himself, the Korrid is just laughing, says, "You all are an absolute riot. I didn't mean we're going to dance right now. We have to get these game pieces off of the way and get the other clans assembled, but..."
Oh, how embarrassing. I'm so sorry. Cheshire! Come back.
Oh, okay. I thought you wanted me to
You were
do.
doing excellently.
Amazing.
Okay.
But we've got to save the rest for later.
Oh, I
We
see.
gotta,
Okay.
we gotta save that energy.
That's right. Wouldn't want to
Yeah.
take another long rest before the pot.
Exactly.
I mean, I could take a long rest before the party, I'm just saying.
As Cheshire's coming off, the Korrid that won is talking to Sawyer and says, "I believe I have you to thank from what I just witnessed. That was an expert game move, and I didn't see that coming."
Well, thank you. I
uh,
mean, you're welcome.
And I'm sorry, what was your name?
I'm Sawyer. That's Wick, Scinn, and the dancing man is Cheshire.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you all. I'm Queen Argantel.
Queen Argantel.
I
do like a deep bow.
I am the ruler of the all 8 Chord clans, and it's a pleasure to have you here on at our henge. Like I said,
It's an honor to meet you.
to meet. Have you heard of me?
I mean, we came here hearing that something great was going to happen, and here we are meeting you.
Well, I guess that is pretty great.
I would argue that you rock, truly.
Well, I like to do what I can. So sometimes I rock, sometimes I roll. So
There you go.
tell you what, since you helped me win that game, and I didn't see that move that you made, I have a gift for you. And she picks up a couple of the slate pieces of stone that were just on the ground, and crumbles them up, and just and asks you to kind of hold out your hand, and she drops a star sapphire, approximately 1,000 gold pieces worth.
Oh my goodness. This is a lot. Thank you so much, Queen Argantel.
As you are just kind of like staring into it and accepting it, you notice that the gemstone starts to glow faintly.
Ooh.
And I should let you know that until it stops glowing 24 hours from now, the Star Sapphire has the properties of a stone of good luck.
Ooh.
So while the polished agate is on your person, you gain a +1 bonus to ability checks and saving throws.
Oh, heck yeah.
So
she tucks it in like a vest pocket so it's nice and close. She goes, that was beautiful. It's probably one of the most beautiful things I own now. Thank you.
it is absolutely my pleasure. Now, let's tell you what. Let's get ready for this dance. The other clans will be coming, and we'll have ourselves a good time. It appears to be
ready.
It looks like it might be a mining moon tonight. I know it's hard to see right now, but based off of this schedule, and like starts going into a long drawn out thing that you kind of just drone out, and
you look over to see Scinn just like like while still fluttering.
Yeah. So you guys are starting to get ready for your dance, and that's probably a good point for us to take a little bit of an early break.
Ooh.
So, and I will actually go ahead and post in our little Discord chat what Chorids look like, because there's a cute picture of them.
Oh my god.
I love Chorids. Did we get a name
God,
besides
I love
Jagu?
Aww.
Did we get a name for the other one?
Yeah, it was
Queen Argantel.
Argantel.
Yes. So, guys, bear with us just a few minutes. We're going to take a little early break. There is, like always,
Our viewers.
There's the Chorids,
I like the one with the mustache.
Like always, we have a little commercial for Monday night's game that Rob runs. We have the art reel, which absolutely contribute your fan art. We'll get an updated version of that soon-ish once we have enough to update the video, because it takes a lot of work, and Rob's a traveling man, so
which may be changing soon. I will probably have a lot more time between now and the end of the year to work on this stream and stuff like that. So I can clear some to-do list stuff.
Oh.
Upload your fan art in the Fine Arts channel on our Discord.
Yes.
Tag
Please,
any
that's
of
a
us
great
in it.
place to put it.
Put it there.
Yes.
If we're tagged in it, we share it almost immediately.
And cry about
You
it.
can also tag us on any socials,
True.
Yes.
because we'll also see that.
Also true. But we'll be back in just a few minutes, guys. We are going to stretch our legs, use the bathroom, and refill our beverages. So we'll be back.
See you soon.
Aren't we all scared of the mask?
Don't be.
I'm in love with it.
It's so
Whose
cool.
The
mask, though?
movement with the feathers,
Right,
it
whose
gives me
mask?
like, it almost gives me like Muppet vibes with all the movement to it. It's so good.
What's up,
I
guys?
love it.
We are back.
Hello.
Causing chaos.
This is Big Bird's dark arc.
Yeah,
What are you
emo Big
doing?
Bird.
Why are you upside down?
Emo Big Bird.
Pippin.
We have Rat. And we have Pippin.
Rat and
We have
Pippin.
rats and pippins.
Oh, we have Rats and Pippins.
What more could you want out of life?
Here, you want to
you
eat in the
know.
camera again?
Oh my gosh, it's so
Oh my god,
cute.
I love her. And Pippin's giving you little kisses. Can't handle this tonight, you guys.
Cuteness overload.
So good. She's so polite with her little hands.
Look at her feet.
The feet. You guys, you have to pay for the feet on other sites, but you know, Wednesday night
Only
streams, you get them
rats.
for free.
There's a clear superiority of ratness on this stream, though, because I've been eating while barefoot on this stream this entire time, and nobody said a thing. But you let a rat do it, and everyone
This is
lost.
just, she's superior in every way. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, I get it.
I love her.
I think it's worth pointing
I
out.
love her.
Film your little peaties. Film your
Look
little
at her.
peaties.
Oh my
There it
god.
is.
Little peaties. Okay.
Only rats.
Now you have to be good. Only Rats, yeah. I said I was going to answer this for everybody because I saw people asking about commissions in chat. And yes, right now I do not do art commissions because I am home usually once, like 1 week at a time, and then I'm gone for a while, and then I'm home again, and then I'm gone for a while. So maybe when I actually have time, I'll open them. But for right now, me,
The
if I know
magic
you,
conch.
you can send me.
Maybe someday.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, if you send me a message and are okay waiting forever, sure. By forever, I mean I started one for somebody in May, and they're gonna get it next week.
Nice.
For the sake of the chat, Rob is correct, and Eric, you are also correct, but that's not going to change. And also, thank you to Diamond Guitar and Bago Rocks and Ali Gory, all for following.
Those
since
are
they
all
started the
great
stream.
names.
Oh my
They are
God,
not
I
bad.
love my lip.
Thank you to Rifle Stud for cheering 900 bits, and there was a few inspirations and guidances handed out throughout the stream. I hope y'all noticed them. Icy gave out inspiration to Scinn. There was a guidance for Wick,
Yep, I got it.
and actual Newt just followed us.
These are such good
It's good
names.
that it's not a fake Newt.
Yeah.
We are
Um,
pushing ever towards our follower goal for the month. It is not, I mean, we're still basically in the first week of the month, and we are a third of the way there. So if you find
Woohoo.
something to like about this stream, let people know. Share us with
Talking-
friends.
We're talking about feet, Sarah, because Ratfoot.
Ratfoot.
Which is my
So
pirate
the
name, by the way.
so
And
the
and
Pippin-
little
Ratfoot
Pippin foot.
the pirate.
And
Let me
Pippin
have
feet.
this little chicken leg. Let me have this. Look at that chicken leg.
Also, before we get back into it, just because some people may not have noticed yet, but we have some unlockable emotes of our characters that we're playing tonight. So if you want to unlock any of those, it's, I think, certain numbers of bits to unlock.
Bits, and I think you can get it through gifting subs, because didn't Sarah get it from gifting subs?
Sarah unlocked them all, but Sarah also dropped like mad bits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
other
okay. So
day.
it is bits. So it is bits.
Sarah is the only one that has unlocked them all. Now
Is
the
Burning
Scinn Rage.
Scinn- yeah.
That's a sub. If you are
That's
subbed or
just
gifted a sub,
subbed.
you have it and you are welcome, and that is awesome.
There is a second one I found out, though. I gotta get to him.
All right. Are you guys ready to go dance with some chords?
Yes.
Yeah,
Now
around
that
all the
I've
pillars,
spammed some flaming
we are going to
Scinn.
engage in pillar talk.
We're gonna have some sultry pillar
You're
talk.
like Icy's proud. I made that.
Yeah, shout out to Icy.
the best emote in the world.
I figured it would be tasteless to wear the same shirt 2 weeks in a row, but I almost did it.
I wish you could see her face. I don't think I can lift her up and let you see her face.
Let me know when you're laying back down and I can move.
Oh.
I love her little squish. Look at her little chin.
And her butt. Why is your tail like that? Why is your tail like that? What's wrong with you?
I'm extending.
She's just stretching. One of these days
looks
I'll
like
just
a comfy
do.
chair back there, Rob. That's where you need to be.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
yourself like a
I
little
decided to use
light
this
up
chair.
rolly.
You would have
a
some
little
real
light up rolly
spooky
table.
backlight.
Ooh.
Yeah, it might be worth turning that light off. We will see.
Here, let me see if I can just. Oh, it's not working how I wanted. Never
Oh
mind.
yeah, wait here. I don't know if that's working either.
I have too much light in the front. You can't see my phone light.
Oh, we are now adjusting all.
Oh, look at those feet, guys. You see those feet?
Oh, you guys, the feet, the feet. There were feet on screen.
Or feet.
Now
Everybody,
nobody tell him. Hey, Rob, how's it going?
That lighting is
Nobody
so
tell
much
what?
better.
Is that carpet
Don't worry
nice?
about it.
Can we get
Don't worry about
the light turned back on just as a comparison and see which is better? We'll give you a
Yeah, we
thumbs
gotta
up or a
see.
thumbs down.
We gotta see the comparison.
What happened when I turned my back?
Nothing.
Nothing. You just
worry
walked
about it.
over there.
We're trying to
about
determine which
Mhm.
lighting is the best. you know?
I know that's not what you're trying to determine.
Because now you've got this light on the side of your face.
It is true.
So we gotta like see where the balance is.
Yeah. You know, it's all about the balance. You know.
Mhm.
I think I'm good. This is suspect.
Anyway, so you
Anyway.
guys are talking to these lovely Chorids that are friendly. They've given you gifts. They're telling
We met
you
the queen.
you met the queen.
Yes.
Yas. So yeah, time is passing and it's appearing to be nighttime again. And all of a sudden you start to hear two chords starting to drum on boulders. You see some other chords start coming out of these stone pillars, and they start kind of like dancing around, jumping around, just really having a good time. They all
Cheshire, now's the time for the mirthful leaps, and I elbow you. Go leap and dance around, dancing guy.
they all have
From far away, I have Mage Hand, so I cast Mage Hand, and Cheshire, you just feel like a on your back.
I'm sorry. I'll be completely honest. I was not listening because I was going back into the clip mode so I could see what y'all were talking about while I got. Y'all are jerks.
I'm sorry, who wasn't paying attention to the game?
Right.
Who's the jerk? But
Here-
it is Cheshire's moment if you want to go leap around with the chords.
Okay.
They're starting to boogie.
As these
Okay.
chords are starting, like they're playing. Somehow they're getting bass out of beating on rocks.
Oh,
I'm not
hell
really sure
yeah.
how it's happening, but it actually starts to rain a little bit as these chords are kind of dancing.
We're singing in the
boy.
rain and dancing in the rain.
Love that movie.
The sky
So
lightens, and you're able to see the moon. It's almost like the clouds have parted in just a section of the sky for the moon to come down, and all of the chords start to grin and have wilder looking hair, and they beckon all of you to join them.
Totally
Gonna-
joining.
Push Cheshire out first so he can do his leaps, and then I will boogie in after it.
Cian's gonna be like a soccer mom on the side. That's just like,
That's my... Come on, kids. Like,
After a
yeah.
while, Wick goes over and like hangs out with the drummers and uses his claws to like click on some rocks to add another sound.
That's dope.
So those of you dancing, I'll give you the choice to either roll me a athletics or a performance check.
Oh.
We know what I'm taking.
I'm actually
Athletics?
proficient
Totally
in
athletics.
both, so it doesn't matter which one I do.
Peppy, you wanna roll a dice?
30, 20.
Wanna roll a dice?
Ooh.
Wanna
You know what? I'm not going to be outdone. I have a 19, but I also have a guidance. So
Aw, yeah.
Bex,
Nice.
oh my god, her magic is back.
Yeah!
that's a
dancing. I
rolled
just wanted to see what you do.
20.
we
So
maxed out that guidance. I went from a 19 to a 23.
oh.
Hey.
So as you are dancing, the chords have actually started to teach you a special jig that they are doing.
Oh my god.
Line dancing.
We have singing lessons, we have dancing lessons now, acting lessons. We're covered. Like, we're gonna be so good.
When you,
Everybody multi-class bard right now.
when you perform this action as a special, or when you perform the special jig as an action, it allows you to manipulate any chord and allows them to manipulate any chord hair they find in Motherhorn as if it is using Chord's command hair trait.
Rob knows what that means, and that's awesome.
Okay. Because I don't know what that means, so it doesn't say.
Rob, what does that mean?
So, I mean, do you want me to go into it or no? Not really.
Yeah, you can give a quick rundown on it.
So as you see in the little pictures, if you Google chords or if you looked in the Discord, chords are basically fuzzballs of hair. They are coveted for their hair. They are hunted for their hair because when you cut their hair becomes whatever the material used to cut them. You cut them with gold shears, you have gold hair. You cut them with iron shears, they have iron hair that can be bound into ropes, and it can be incredibly strong or whatever have you, or incredibly valuable. But chords, no matter what material it is, can command mentally ropes made out of their hair.
Oh.
And
That's
apparently
cool.
now if we do a jig, we can too.
That's
So that's
neat.
dope.
That's cool.
It does take an action, though. So.
Oh yeah, sure. It takes an action for a chord, so still great.
So, as you guys are dancing, having a good time, enjoying the company of these chords, they share with you that this is going to be the last gathering at Lockbury Henge. Queen Argantel fears the consequences of Bitter End's meddling and has instructed the fellow chords to ensconce themselves in stone, thus remaining relative safety for the foreseeable future.
Is she just gonna lock yourselves away?
Well, you know, the Bitter's End, she's unpredictable. She's not nice, you know. If you're on her good side,
Here's what
you're
they
set.
make you a witch.
So true.
Just then, in the somber moment, Scinn comes walking in with his little tunic kind of undone low, and he's got a pair of sunglasses on, and somehow there's a pair of bell bottoms on, and he's like,
Wrong time.
and, turns around and just walks back.
Another one lets you know that Bitter End used iron shears to cut locks of Queen Argantel's hair, and the hag fashioned chord hair into iron ropes and uses them to manipulate her theater's infernal contraptions.
Is there any way for us to cut them?
Do you have a way that you can cut iron?
Wick looks to Cheshire. Can you melt the iron?
I mean, slowly.
Well, like,
Like this out.
hypothetically, and I like lean down towards the Koreds. Hypothetically, if we were to just like put an end to bitter end, would that solve the problems?
If we didn't have to worry about bitter end any longer, we could dance all the time.
Alright, guys, I know what we're doing here. We got to keep dancing, so that we go and take a detour.
Far off the other side because he retreated after realizing the bad timing. He's like,
We've killed one witch. Does that help?
And they look back at you and they're confused and terrified both at the same time.
Oh, don't worry, we're not gonna hurt you. We killed Granny Nightshade. Oh, you punched her in the ankle.
They
You went down like a rock.
the good lot of them
Right.
start kind of giggling and chuckling, and they go back to like dancing and hopping around.
But that's still
Nobody
your
else.
throat.
nobody else can hear, but to himself, see, it's just like,
Why does everybody always laugh when I say things?
The tiredness is getting to him.
you can see like the bags under his eyes. He's just like,
Could we potentially rewind slightly to the horror theater or whatever you said, that thing at the end that
Oh, yeah.
sounded so concerning?
Yeah, the at Motherhorn, which is the name of the castle where Bitter End lives, she has a giant theater that she has infernal contraptions that she controls with these iron ropes.
Yes, that part. That terrible combination of syllables. I just wanted to make sure.
And the last piece of information that they give you is that Bitter End uses a contraption called the Orrery of Tragedies to glimpse at all possible futures. Copper rods on the mountaintops of Yon capture lightning and channel it into this device.
Oh, so we could break them, and then she wouldn't have no more
Yeah.
power. Ah!
Oh, Wick, you're a genius! That's easy, we just break all of the lightning poles.
It's the lightning pole. We all break the castle. You know, we are very good at breaking things.
We're really good at breaking stuff. This is like a job made for us.
So,
I'm gonna find Queen Argantal and just let her know, like, you guys shouldn't have to lock yourselves away because there's someone nasty out there making it hard for you and using you against your will. We're gonna do what we can to help you guys out. You shouldn't have to do that.
I don't want to trouble you guys at all. We've
No
all
trouble.
come to agreement that, you know, we've done this enough in our lifetime. We don't need to continue. We can go our own ways for the
Really
safety
not a
of our
trouble.
people.
We're very violent people.
See, we met Wick back in thither because Granny Nightshade was using him and a bunch of other kids against their will to
Wait,
do her
wait.
bidding.
Shows his hands that are all bandaged and like fucked up.
He had chains on his wrist and he was being forced to make stuff for her, and that's just not right. And I don't think any of us is going to sit by knowing that she's taking your hair and is doing stuff you don't want to be done with it. So it's not a trouble at all. We're going to help you out. If it means us going in there and doing something crazy, we've done it before.
I mean, the journey is not going to be easy to even get there. I would hate feeling responsible if something terrible happened to you all.
We are not. You're
across
not
the field.
responsible. We were already planning on going there anyway
Yeah.
because that's
Across
just
the
apparently what we do.
From across the field.
And she's like, don't feel bad. We do stupid things all the time. It's just our MO.
Down
Like,
the
even if you
road.
tell us not to go, like, we're still going to.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
we've got unfinished business at P. Diddy. Like, and she says this as if Queen Argantel should know what that means.
And
We're just like,
Sawyer.
So she's just a step down the road. It's just part of the path we're taking.
she looks at you like, what is P. Diddy?
Oh,
wait, I do not know Ezio. It is a silly
bad.
nickname that they came up with for the castle. I don't even remember what the castle is named.
the Palace of Heart's Desire. That's where we're headed eventually. But
He's gonna fly over, and his feet are like dragging on the ground as he gets over, and he just lands so that he doesn't have to keep screaming.
But yeah, really, it's no trouble. You're not putting us out or anything by having us do this. We want to.
Well, I would be completely honored, and you would have my eternal thanks if you're able to do this. But for safety, we're still going to take cover. If you
That's
can,
fair.
let us know if you're successful on your journey, we can continue these dances. But I can't risk the life of the clans here.
Wait,
That-
just
How do we let
Let's
you
out.
know?
the most horrifying sound. And it's like, there, that is how you know. I will make that sound, and it will carry across the land, and you will know.
That's
We'll
Or
also,
it could be another
beautiful.
sound.
Also,
No,
just
no, I
If you
love
bring
it.
him
him closer here just to make sure you hear.
Well, I mean, I'll always be like, if you need to get a hold of me, I will be in the slate stone here. You can always come back.
Right. We will do what we must, and we will send message back. We're practically like superheroes at this point, so don't even worry about it.
I will worry just for your safety, but I do
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
It's nice that someone else does.
What is this safety thing you speak of? I've never heard.
That's our boy. So, just because you're familiar in the lands here and everything, is there a certain place we should head to next, or any places we should keep a distance from, or anything?
I don't get around too terribly much, but I know a lot of people talk about going to see the Fey Beacons. I hear that's
Fey
a good
Beacons.
spot, but I haven't personally been, so I can't confirm or deny, unfortunately.
No, that's good. That's good.
Of course, you guys have all heard of Butterhorn, where Bitter End is hiding, but you can also check out the Briganock mine. I've personally never been there, but you can check it out if you're bored or you need somewhere to take shelter.
Yeah, you mentioned it was a mining moon. Does that have to do specifically with the mine itself?
I don't know. I don't think it has anything specific to do with the mine, but I just know that the mining moon itself is ceremonial to us, the clans meeting and dancing.
Ah, it's beautiful. Is it has it been a full day of us being here with these guys, or has it only been a few hours?
Yeah, it's ultimately been about a full day.
Sawyer's gonna rub Cian's back and be like, "Are you ready for some sleep, buddy?"
Yeah, I am.
Why don't we stay here for the night, then?
I'm just.
I think the
Yeah.
and he like lays down, like does like a cat thing where he like walks around in circles a couple times, but he's down and he's already out.
Wick just
That's
like
the
lays next to him.
Makes it a little noisy. Are you sure you don't? Okay, and they're gone.
You know, if you all want to take a rest here, the plateau is relatively safe, and we can, we'll be up dancing for a while, so we can look over you all.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Say, while we were resting last night, there were some big footsteps and a big silhouette seen and heard. Are there any giants around here?
Oh, you must be talking about Mudlump.
Mudlump.
He's a massive cyclops, and honestly, I would try and steer clear of him. He's not the nicest person. He's a he's a beekeeper. And
I turn to Amador.
do you not like bees?
No, I love bees.
The Pollinella. No, we like bees.
No, we just want to make sure our bee friend is safe, is all.
He seems to be, fine enough. I haven't heard of anybody making him angry. He's kind of a simple fellow, but
okay, right.
Yeah, I personally would just probably steer clear of him, but if you can't, you can't.
Right. It's very large, so if you're in his path, it's hard to get out of it.
Yeah.
I get it. Well, since these two are already asleep, I guess we'll call it a night. Let them get some rest. I'm pretty worn out from all the dancing myself, so...
You were really getting it out there.
I was feeling myself, really. It was just, when you get into the music, that's where I was at.
Well, I'm gonna get back to the dancing. If you guys feel free to get the most restful sleep that you can. We'll try and not be too loud, but these parties can get a little crazy from time to time.
It's fair.
No,
I'm
we're
gonna
coming home.
I'll try not to be loud, I promise.
I'm gonna pull out Cian's and Wick's blankets and bedrolls and kind of situate them on the bedrolls and under the blankets, and then I'll sit
Cian's
down
is,
on my own.
Cian's is like the size of pillowcase.
I just tuck you in a pillowcase and put you back
I
down.
like to think you just pick him up like I pick up Vex. Like you just do and just stick him in.
Cheshire will note this that Sawyer's doing, and as she sits, Cian's been tired all day since yesterday. I don't think he slept terribly well.
No, he said he didn't sleep well.
I don't want to wake him. I don't know if we can wake him, honestly, at the moment. But it's probably not very comfortable to sleep with that thing on your head. That might be part of the problem.
Yeah. He really
Well, I don't want
likes
to.
it, though.
I know, and I feel like it might become a whole thing. But if he doesn't feel very well in the morning, that's 100% of the nights that he's worn this thing to bed and hasn't slept well. So let's just keep an eye on him when we wake up and see if he's got some sleep.
I'm not good at percentages. Math's not my strong suit, but
Okay. Both of the nights.
2 nights.
If
Yes.
he's not sleeping in the morning, if he can sleep in it, that's great.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it just, if you get something under your rung or, rock under your bedroll and you can't sleep well.
Right.
So-
Okay. He seems to be sleeping fine now, just so long as he keeps it up through the night.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go
Dance.
hang out with some other hooved hairy creatures for a bit, and I'll come back in a little while.
Go get him, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Party. I'll keep an eye on them, and I'm not gonna lay down, but I'll like settle down a little bit.
Second, I really thought you were gonna pick up still asleep CN, like buy the antlers off this thing and just hold him, because it's not gonna come off.
Shake him. He won't come off.
Yeah. So as Sawyer is kind of resting and like comfortable at this point, you kind of doze off a little bit. Cheshire is out kind of partying with the other hooved creatures. Were you trying to do anything in particular?
Not so much. Just, he hasn't had a lot of time where he's felt like in good company and felt relatively safe since he can express his enjoyment.
Sure.
And he doesn't want to disturb anybody else's rest, but he's just gonna hang out and laugh and pretend like he knows how to play chess, and for another couple hours before he hits the sack.
Okay. So yeah, you party, you have a good time, you chat, and like you said, eventually you come back and you fall asleep with the others, and you guys will all be taking a long rest. CN, are you taking a long rest?
Yeah. Yep. I realized I got excited and let Vex roll my dice to see what happened, and I didn't do it when I was saying it, so I'm going to let her re-roll it, even though she did very well. That's it. Oh, Vexy, that's a 19. I needed an 18. Hey!
So
I sleep.
You do sleep, so you'll get that full rest.
That sweet birdie feathers. You're so soft.
He's like so out of it. Like he's doing like the ugly snore, like the fully like on
It's like Family Guy fall pose.
Yeah.
As you all wake
he's
up,
doing like the art of people like when they draw like tieflings trying to sleep with their horns. It's just him flat on his back, but like the head's like pushed up a little bit because of the antlers.
As you all are sleeping soundly, you feel comfort knowing that the cords are watching over you, and you all sleep well. You get a full long rest out of it, and as you start to wake up, you know that it is morning time, but it's dark and gloomy. Just like when you first got here.
It's always dark and gloomy in this place. Do not like it.
Yeah, Amador, how do you photosynthesize out here if there's not a lot of light?
Well, you see, I'm not from here. I'm traveling. Paulinella and I, we weren't fully honest with you to begin with, but we're kind of lovers. We have a special relationship, but I had to rescue her from that awful Cyclops, and he was just, wouldn't ever let her go. So if I can get her eventually out of here, that would be amazing.
Well, we'll keep an eye out for that big guy. Keep her away from him.
He'll keep an eye out for us because he's only got the one. This Cyclops. Anyway.
Oh, Cheshire. It's too early for those jokes. Please stop.
Not good at math.
You might be the master of swords.
It's
but...
one.
Ian wakes up then and you can hear him like curl around and like hear like a bunch of things crack in his back. He's like, oh.
Crashing.
Hey there, buddy. You sleep okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cupcakes,
He's gonna dig out his cupcake and go ahead and just start like eating it, like very much like when a kid has something too big and they're just like, like doing it. Remember when I said several sessions back that Cian's hands look weirdly sticky like a child's? This is why.
Because of the cupcake.
Yeah.
Yes, he never washes them.
No, or his feet.
Uncovered. He's been traipsing around the Feywild barefoot this whole time.
We
Who
were
knows what you're
submerged
carrying on you?
in swamp water.
So yeah, the Chorids have all disappeared. You guys are all on top of this plateau. There's a stronger wind than normal, and it's blowing. It's not cold or anything. It's just a strong wind. But yeah, what are you guys doing next?
I think we should go to.
I'm gonna save a little bit of my cupcake to give it to Wick.
You
It's
just
just
you
the
went
end.
like.
It's just the end. It's going like.
He just opens his mouth, like his beak super wide, just like shoves the whole thing in at once.
It's like feeding at the zoo. It's like.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Snap,
what
snap, snap,
were you saying? You thought we should do something in particular?
We should go to so was that place that they were talking about last night?
Either the Fey Beacons or the Briganock Mine.
Is the Fey Beacons sound way cooler than the mine? But we should probably go to some port. I don't know.
Is Motherhorn and the Palace of Heart's Desire different places? Are they both like
They're different
her
places.
places?
Which is a
And
Yeah, I
I think
thi-
the palace is probably our last stop, if I'm honest. 'Cause, I mean,
Okay,
isn't
well-
that also where the princess, whatever her name is, Zybilna's supposed to be?
Yeah, that's where she is.
Yeah, so we gotta go, like, wake her up, but, like, we should let her sleep until then.
And just to be sure, because I know on the map that you've shared with us there is a castle. That is not the Palace of Heart's Desires, correct?
That is Motherhorn.
Okay. Cool.
The ominous castle.
So, if we look at the map, oh, there's no names on it. Just kidding. I was like, which one's gonna be closer? But we don't know what's what.
So up here in this elevated position, were these Fey beacons pointed out to us?
You weren't able to see them from where you are because there is mountains in between you and them, but you would be able to kind of guess the direction.
Which is?
Toward, like, between Lockbury Hinge, where you can see there in the bottom left, and Motherhorn. It's kind of like that watery...
That ring
area.
of smokestacks kind of
Yeah,
thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
in that general area.
General area.
It
Okay.
literally just has, like, the words on there. It doesn't have, like, a landmark or anything associated with it.
Sure, if that's where Wick wants to go, Wick is showing some initiative, and I think we should all support that. And,
Whatever
we'll
Wick wants, Wick gets.
make that stop our priority as we go onward.
Wick is
Okay,
the most
follow-
spoiled bird.
Please follow the leader with Wick in the front.
Yeah, lead the way, Wick.
Except maybe not exactly in the front in case we run into something somewhat dangerous.
Oh no, Wick is all in line, everyone.
I'll be right behind him, so if anything does happen, I can jump over him and punch.
I will duck.
Yeah, it'll be a 1-2 combo.
I'll be right in the
Not so
back
tend to.
in case I catch on fire again.
I don't
Is-
think
is
that
this a
will
good
happen
plan?
this time. But
Paul
that
and
is a good
Ella,
plan.
stay far away.
Yes, we don't want you here.
I love you, home girl, but I don't want to kill you. So just get far away.
So Wick like puffs up and stands up nice and
he's
straight,
so
and then
tough.
just
Look at you go.
Little
I'm
hands are
so
just going like,
proud.
and like hope. Wick is just hoping because he doesn't know any of the directions. He's just hoping that he's walking in the right direction.
walking completely in the wrong direction. No.
Probably in the wrong direction, but hoping that it's the right.
Yeah, every so often, because Sawyer's right behind him, she'll like adjust his shoulders a little bit to like the left or the right to not fully steer him, but suggest movement as we continue.
He just keeps going, all happy.
Thinking of that
Great
scene
job.
in Lord of the Rings, the cut scene of like, which way is Mordor, Gandalf? Turn left.
Yeah, every so often, Sawyer's like, yeah, left. Oh, so good. You'd go in the right way. Good up, right. Yeah, there we go.
So as you guys are kind of going in that direction, you come across a throne that is made out of a kind of like a boulder.
Ooh.
That it's kind of
Oh, you should sit in it.
it's like an area. It's a kind of a cleared out area. Like it was built there for a reason. But
I
you
mean,
don't
that's
know why.
pretty cool throne.
Should we sit on it?
I kind of want to sit on it. I'm gonna sit on it.
Go for it. Go for it. I'll
Do
get
it.
I'll get your best angle.
I'll settle in. And I'll go.
How do I look?
Look at Queen!
Oh,
Like Wick starts bowing down.
that's good stuff.
He's,
It's
like,
good
on
to
the
be the
ground,
queen.
doing like the photographer yoga thing where he's like laying on the ground and like doing weird poses while pretending to take pictures of you without a camera.
This is just my opinion, but this stone throne rocks.
I
That
don't
was
get
terrible.
it.
Most of my jokes are.
So Sawyer, as you're sitting on the throne, kind of like, you know, posing and like having a good time, being hyped up, you start to feel cold and really drowsy.
Being the queen is tiring. Oh, lean back a little bit.
And after you've sat there for about a minute or so, you seem to kind of fall into a magical trance.
I'm just gonna take a little nap very quick, you guys. Just while we're sitting. It's been a lot of walking today.
Why is everyone so sleepy?
Um,
Full night's rest.
Sawyer,
Cian's gonna like go to grab you and with like way more strength than he's expecting, just kind of like and like pulls you back and just kind of like
yourself together.
Oh,
Wake up, Sawyer.
oh.
while you are in this trance, you are unaware of your surroundings.
Oh no.
As it
Uh-oh.
dreams of hurtling through space towards a faraway dead star.
Sawyer's like hurtling through space and she's just like, where am I? What is this?
don't like math.
I'm not good at math.
Do any of you read or speak Elvish?
Sylvan, I don't know about Elvish.
I have Elvish.
Go ahead and
Nope.
roll me a investigation check while you're trying to figure out what's wrong with Sawyer.
Can it be a perception? I got advantage on that.
I mean, it can be. Yeah, we'll give you perception.
No.
It's fine.
Okay, fine, thank you. But another property of this skull is that my strength, in terms of like lifting and carrying, goes up by like 1 class size. So like I can lift as much as like a regular sized person now instead of my tiny body.
Oh wow.
Wow.
God damn.
What the
What?
heck? You're gonna be stronger
Listen,
and
What have
faster
I
there's a
than
done?
I
reason.
am.
What have I
There's a
done?
reason there's so many good attributes, and that's because I only have to fail 5 times.
It's true.
That will be a 15.
Okay. So while you're kind of, trying to snap Sawyer out of it, you notice that
Oh.
in this stone throne, you recognize that it's Elvish, but it's carved. I am a traveler from a distant land. My name is Mazikoth, Keeper of Stars. Sit on my throne, disciple, and unravel.
Sure. Don't panic. That throne says if you sit on it, you unravel. Sire!
It's like slapping at you again.
I'm in space.
Does Sawyer seem to be unraveling in any way? Does she seem fine and just asleep?
Definitely asleep, really out of it, and kind of has a disgruntled or concerned face from what you guys are able to tell.
I think she's magically asleep. I don't know how to wake her up.
And he's gonna like grab her by the collar, like by her vest, and he's gonna be like, he's gonna like pull her out with more strength than he's expecting, like throw her kind of down on the ground. But at least she's off the
Just
throne.
flop on the ground like ragdoll.
So this did not work on a door in Loomlurch, but maybe it will work on magical sleep. I'm gonna spend my highest level spell slot, and I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic.
Ooh.
Choose a creature, object, or magical effect within range. I'll be choosing Sawyer. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends, and if it is higher than that, I roll to see if I can end it.
Okay.
So what happens?
I thought you were going to roll.
Is it high enough that I need to roll?
It doesn't really give me a level of spell, so we'll say that it wakes
You can
it up.
arbitrarily make up a number, and I will try and roll and beat it if you want to. I'm just happy to have a chance.
You know what? You haven't rolled like any dice tonight, so yeah, go ahead and roll.
Yeah, just prescription checks.
Okay, I got a number.
Okay, it is 10 plus that number is the DC.
Okay.
And I get to add spellcast ability, and I get to add 3 to whatever I roll. I'm going to use my inspiration just in case. I'm at a 14 now. I'm going to see if I can do better. But we're going to stick with that 14.
Okay. So as you cast this spell on Sawyer, trying to get her to wake up, you can see like it kind of like soaks into her, but nothing happens.
But my skin is so moisturized now. Because it's soaked in.
Nice. Well, that did not work. Well, I'm out of ideas.
Space. The
break it.
cosmos are endless. Oh.
I mean,
Let's do
I can try again. I have more spells.
I can mark finally that I got asleep. See what I have.
After a little bit of, just being really puzzled and concerned for your friend, about another 15-20 minutes or so pass. So you've been here about an hour now, and Sawyer starts to kind of come to.
Oh.
Oh my god, we're alive.
Did you
Don't ask why
unravel?
your face hurt.
I saw the universe.
It sounds like she unraveled.
I mean, we've seen some strange things.
I feel like I slept really nicely.
Actually,
it was
so
kind of a good break.
at the end of the dream, the creature arrives at the star's cold surface and wakes with a start, having you have inherited a fragment of Mazikoth's psyche.
Mazikoth's psyche.
The creature gains proficiency in one of the following skills of your choice. Arcana, Deception, History, Insight, Intimidation, or Survival.
Ooh.
Dude, all of us should sit on this throne for a little bit.
I'm gonna go with intimidation.
Okay.
Oh, I can intimidate now. Because I saw space.
Space isn't intimidating. Is that a
Yeah.
is that a Easter egg towards the Spelljammer campaign?
Space.
God.
Sawyer goes to space.
I've seen the universe.
The exact same character, just in space.
Yeah. Nothing changes. She still wears her little vest.
I'm gonna be so sad when I can't play CN anymore. I'm gonna have to make CN 2.0.
Yeah, so Sawyer dusts off her clothes and gets up off the ground, and she's like, "My face kind of hurts a little bit. Did I
Don't worry about
fall?"
Don't worry about. Yeah, you did.
You
Total
fell.
accident. Total accident.
That's really embarrassing. I'm sorry.
You fell asleep on the throne and then you fell off.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry.
CN's gonna send a message to Wick and be like, "That's my boy."
Yeah, so onward to the Fey Beacons. Right, Wick?
Let's go.
CN's gonna look at the throne before continuing with the group and be like,
Be back for you.
We all just take turns sitting on it over and over again until we're proficient in everything.
You know what? That would look great in my sunroom. When we leave the Feywild, we gotta be sure and take that.
It'll look nice in the afternoons when that, the light comes in through that window just right.
I could use that on the nights I don't sleep.
Oh.
So what do you guys think's gonna happen at these Fey Beacons?
I'm hoping we will see some weird stuff.
Picturing like
Yeah.
an epic montage of guys lighting beacons across a mountaintop.
Because someone is calling for help?
Ah, because someone called for aid.
Yes.
And we're coming to
Board.
be the aid.
Ah.
I think it'll probably
Yeah,
be fine.
we-
Cian and I
Our
are
plans
technically
will
Fey
answer.
creatures, so to us they're just beacons. To y'all they're Fey beacons. To us they're just
That's
beacons.
true.
I mean, what
Yeah,
is the
but that
difference
makes it
between a
so-
regular
that
beacon
makes
and a
it
Fey
seem so
beacon?
boring.
Maybe pixie dust comes
Beacons
out
can
of
be
them.
exciting.
Maybe the Fey beacons are extra crazy, they shoot off fireworks.
Ooh, I want that to happen. I
Ooh.
want that to happen.
Don't
That
get it
sounds
stuck.
cool.
Don't get it stuck in your head, and if it doesn't happen, it wasn't my fault.
Okay. No, it's not
If it
your
does
fault.
happen,
it's their
it's
fault.
possibly Cian's fault. Cian is
It
known
is
for
their fault.
fireworks.
Cian, I need you to make some shoot fireworks.
I'll threaten them.
Okay.
I'll have an
Okay,
hour to
wait.
get fireworks if they don't have them. And if they come back and they don't have fireworks, then I'm taking their ankles.
Yeah. That's a really good threat. When I was
Yeah, 'cause
getting
you
my
can
feet
live.
threatened.
You can
You know,
live
I was
without your ankles,
concerned.
but you'll be sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't
You're
point
not
your
going
toes
there.
if you don't have ankle movement.
No.
How do you walk?
You
Yeah.
have to just sort of hobble. I wouldn't want to lose my ankles. But I have punched ankles, so I hope karma
Wait,
doesn't come for me.
Moves his fight.
the bird claw.
You've got such nice range of movement there, Rick. I won't punch your ankles ever in my life, I swear to you right now on this day.
Well, I mean, if I go crazy and try to kill you one day, it's fair is fair.
Noted.
But
That's a
it'll-
new concern of mine now.
So to see a little baby punch just enough to knock you out.
Yeah, no, nothing to cause lasting harm, just because I know deep down the true Wick will be inside. So, Fey Beacons.
So you guys
Just
are
like skips along.
I just seem like you're just talking as you go.
I'm
Yeah.
Googling to find out whether
Sure.
goats have ankles.
Or okay, Sam Regal. Where
I don't know if satyrs have them.
I'm picturing this
Imagine
as
all
being like a
creatures.
road to El Dorado, like scene of them traveling.
So you guys
Out
are
behind
making your
you.
way downtown, walking fast. And because I had mentioned that it was a windier day than normal, you come across, like, you kind of crest this hill, and you see another small plateau, and there is what appears to be a child flying a kite down there.
Oh,
What is a kite?
how delightful. Should we go say hi? Should we just keep going? How are we feeling about the vibes on this kid with a kite?
Ian's gonna like utter a little forward, just like
Too far away, I can't tell if he passes the vibe check.
Okay, we gotta get a little closer and try a vibe check again. But not too close yet.
Like stealth his way over there.
Ian doesn't stealth, but he tries to flutter in a way that looks very nonchalant.
I
It means
walk
he's fluttering. It means he's fluttering, just going.
I walk like normal.
I'll hang back.
Yeah, Cheshire's just up at the top, just like.
I feel so
Child's
bad
having
for
a
Cheshire.
nice day, and we're gonna go down there and ruin it.
I am also a child, and I want to have a nice day.
So you're gonna take the child's kite.
Nick deserves
Yeah.
to fly a kite.
Wait, that child's having fun, not anymore.
Not anymore. How dare he have fun without me?
So
Mom said it's my turn with the kite.
as you get closer, you notice that it is indeed a child, a goblin child, to be specific, and she is very unhappy from what you can tell. Almost like she's
Aw, why is she unhappy?
flying this
See?
kite against her own free will.
Is she like as big as me, or is she bigger, or is she smaller?
I'd
or-
say she's probably a little bit bigger than you. Not much, though.
Wick, like, sits on top of, like, a rock or whatever that happens to be elevated, but close enough to where Wick could be seen, but, like, far enough to where like, he could just fall off the back if he needs to, if he gets attacked.
Sure.
And it's just like, bonjour!
She looks.
Ian's gonna fly up behind him and just flutter in case he needs backup.
I'm just gonna stand off to the side.
She looks back and
excuse me.
says,
We're all yawning.
"Oh, hello. Hi. What do you guys want?"
I just want to know why you look so sad.
Well, flying this kite was fun at first, but I'm kind of done with it now.
And that flies the kite?
I mean, I don't know if you can.
What does that mean?
Yeah, we can do anything.
I mean, you can try, but I mean, I'm tired of flying it, but I don't really want to let go.
I just look back, like Wick looks back at Cien and is like, I don't understand.
Is there a force compelling you to fly the kite? Or are you just selfish?
I'll leave it to you guys, depending on how close you are. Roll a perception on the whole scenario.
I get advantage on perception.
That is a 3.
Could I
rolled
do-
terribly tonight?
Could I do insight instead of
You wanna-
perception?
You want to bless? She's
Oh my god, look at her.
So
you
cute.
gotta get them
Taking
both.
her time.
Okay,
I'm gonna say this one is
one of them bounced
A-
out.
at least the first one is going to be a
Ooh.
perception.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair.
That
I
was
got a 12 then.
Okay.
It was a 4 and an 18, so an 18.
Okay. So Sawyer and Scinn are able to see that this is, a goblin child flying a kite. Along the kite, you see 5 bows that are tied on the string on the way up, separated like by 5 feet or so. Each bow is, and as you continue to look up to look at the kite, you see that it is a face, and the face is alive.
Oh.
I
Oh,
saw this one on Doctor Who.
Moisturize me.
I just watched Under the Skin, so this is fun. Anybody who's not seen it and doesn't like scary things or horror or body horror, don't watch it. Otherwise, it's great.
Noted. I will not be watching.
I am totally interested.
There's like this really cool scene with like a happy skin. Anyway, but yeah, the Cian's looking up at that, just like,
Huh. Be right back. I'm just gonna go. Nick, honey, I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna go talk to the face, okay?
and he's gonna fly up and go and
Fix?
just kind of be like,
Hey, you okay? Are you what happened?
Get away
You-
from me.
Whoa.
We'll get a couple feet back. Wait, what's your name, bud?
You don't belong up here with me. You get away. This child must
Okay.
suffer for what they've done.
What did the child do? It's a child.
They stole me. And now they're cursed to fly me forever. They wanted me so badly they can have me.
Sir, I think you gotta give me some context here.
I don't think I do. Go away.
How about I just get closer?
very much like the Stitch and Lilo that he's touching me.
About the time that you get closer, a huge crack of lightning comes across the sky and it hits one of the lightning poles nearby.
You see that lightning? I can do that too, but I can target it.
I mean,
Yeah,
get a little bit closer, so can I.
try me. Playing a dangerous game of chicken, my man. Who's gonna crack first?
Are you,
Good bottom.
is Scinn gonna touch the kite?
Sure.
Okay. Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Hey Rob, how do you calculate damage from a lightning bolt from the sky?
Oh, I can tell you what the spell
It's-
does.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say, if it's anything like the lightning bolt spell,
I
which
don't
I
know.
imagine
since
it
it's-
must be.
Okay.
Lightning bolt spell is 8d6.
8d6. I don't know
I have
if
the spell.
I have enough of those.
Immediately.
You don't have enough of those?
That's the fun thing.
Excuse me?
means you
Dice
need
can be rolled
more.
multiple times. They're not
No.
disposable.
No, that means you need one set to have one. Get all of them.
So I have
So-
more in the other room. I just only have my Misty Mountain ones here to play with.
I am gonna preemptively, and if I pass out, then I pass out. But I'm gonna preemptively shoot a lightning bolt back at.
Okay. And I gotta re-roll another one of these for the 8th one.
And what happens? I think that'll probably hit. Let me
This
see what
kite
my.
scene is brought to you by Benjamin Franklin and Mary Poppins, the only 2 kite things in history or
Oh,
social
wait,
media that I am
wait.
aware of.
Rifle.
Yeah.
If it works like the lightning bolt spell, for mine, it's not actually a roll to hit; it's a dexterity check on the person.
Well, mine
yeah.
was just kind of like sheer luck of a lightning bolt hitting the kite.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like you
Well,
were
then
you were the
you-
key on Benjamin Franklin's kite.
And you need to make a dexterity.
Okay. You
If a kite has
can.
any ability score, it is probably dexterity.
I don't have a stat card for this kite, so Um.
And it's a straight roll, my friend. No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'll let you decide.
Oh no, you're good. But you take 25 points of damage.
Thank you for helping.
Oh my god. Why?
Getting those nose hairs.
It's nasty. You're nasty. Okay, 25. I'll mark that in a second. I know I have
Yep,
more
you're
than
good.
25.
Okay.
At least for that. I have like 38, I think. Yeah, 38 now that I finally got a rest. I was at 27. Now, that one's sideways.
Now, can I just ask, by the way, while I'm imagining this,
Yeah.
is this a paper kite with a face drawn on, or is this like a flesh kite made out of a face?
Let's see.
I really hope it's a flesh kite.
I do too.
I
it's-
hope not.
It says specifically the kite is alive, has a hideous face stretched over its diamond-shaped frame,
Oh,
Okay.
no.
and it cackles in the wind.
No.
Okay. Thank you for
Awesome.
clarifying.
I got
hate
you.
it.
Yummy.
No.
Okay,
Come on,
if
we'll take
you
it down
failed,
and make some chips out of it.
if
It'll
you
be fine.
failed the dex check, you get full damage. If you passed it, then you get half damage.
Okay.
Can Sawyer call up to Scinn real quick?
With the bell or something.
Dad, do you want me to just cut the string or something?
Oh, I'm teaching him a lesson. He can't leave me.
Okay, well, you let me know if you want me to cut the string and I'll do it.
Oh wait,
The only response you get back is Krakatoa! Like,
oh, wait. I do have a dexterity. So it says to use the animate object statistics. So
makes sense.
All right.
Yeah.
So dex.
Because it's gonna be either 26 points or 13 points.
Okay. Well, either way, I know how this plays out. So, are you both casting at the same time, would you say?
Probably.
Okay. So, as Scinn comes in and kind of touches the kite, 2 lightning bolts come basically from, well, how does your lightning, are you transferring it directly or is it coming from the sky?
No, it's when you do lightning bolt, it comes from you with
From the source? Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you make connection, you can almost see it coming from your hand into the kite, but also a lightning bolt comes down from the sky and strikes the kite and you, with you acting as the key for Benjamin Franklin's kite. So yeah, you take 25 points of damage, and as you damage the kite, let's see.
Keep reading.
Does
I
it
think I
travel
have
down the string and shock the child?
No, I have a different.
If that's
thing
happening, I'm
in
cutting the
mind.
string.
Let's see.
It's not me holding it, so who cares?
Oh, I got to
Fair
fight.
point,
I
actually.
gotta fight to regain hit points, not do a spell. Fine.
As the kite takes the damage, you start to see this electrical current on its way down the
Nope.
string.
Nope. Pulling out my dagger, slicing the string.
As you try to go and cut the string, it seems to be a magical string of sorts, and you're unable to cut the string.
I push the kid and try to get her to let go of it.
Does maybe the could that be like a point of metal contact? Can it be diverted away
Oh,
from the
yeah.
kid and into a different route?
I'll take it.
Well, I wouldn't say it's that it's not moving that fast through the string. It's taking its time.
Okay.
That is
I know.
different than how I understand lightning works.
I
This
know,
is an
right?
interesting
We're
concept.
viewing
It's-
this all in slow-mo
It's
at
slow
the
motion
moment.
because Rob is also
Yeah.
reading how it works and kind of just making stuff up to stall.
I mean, it would be your lightning bolt that could travel down, but mine is very much like I choose where it goes.
Right.
Yeah, it goes in a line.
You can try and make a strength check to yank the kite from the child.
Yeah, I'll do that.
got this. You got this.
Don't tell me twice to do a strength check. I'm already on it. Oh, baby, dirty 20.
A
I
dirty
was about
20.
to say Vexy's giving you support because I just picked
So-
her face up and she was like a
Oh.
little Disney princess. Just
I knew she was sending me something. I could feel it.
As you're seeing this lightning charge come down the string, it's making its way past the bows. You struggle for a quick second, but you yank the handle from the kid. Are you continuing to hang on to it?
Sid, can I let go?
Like
kind of hear like a croak.
within
Like
the time that the lightning's traveling to you and you having it.
Do I see it coming at me now?
Well, it's coming through the string to
I'll
your
drop
handle.
it.
Okay. You drop
This
it.
kite's a jerk. It can fly away.
Right. And
You can go fly a kite.
Yeah. He could go fly himself.
you see that lightning come down
Go
into
fly
the
himself.
handle, and it kind of like dissipates. So now Cien is just holding this face and a face kite that looks a little charred on the edges.
It's your call now, Sid.
pulls out a dagger
His
to him.
face
Like,
off. Like in that movie Face Off.
yeah. He's gonna pull out his dagger and be like, "I learned a trick or two from my baby. I'm unhinged. Living normal."
As you're talking to it, you notice that the face starts to disappear into the kite, as if it's not animated anymore.
He's gonna start like slapping at the face, like, "Hey, you alive? Good? You there, buddy?"
Sire, I think he's dead.
You want to just let him fly away then? It's
just
enough
said it-
wind, it'll
I
take
just
off.
said it- No, he doesn't. He doesn't deserve that. I'm gonna bring him down, and I'm gonna
Okay.
sit him on the ground so he has to stay there and think. About
I'll
what he
start
did.
rolling up the string then, and I'll roll it up around the handle as he flies down. It's all yours, buddy.
Okay. Yeah, so you put the kite on the ground and it's just sitting there now, not animated in any sort of way. And you happen to check on the goblin child and notice that she has aged 50 years.
Hey, are you okay?
Like, maybe don't fly the kite.
I-
Trade.
Oh dear, I've been flying that kite for so long. I never. If I would have known stealing it from Motherhorn was going to do that, I never would have done that.
But hey, you're free now.
I am free, but unfortunately, I don't think my parents are alive anymore. See, they worked at the theater up at Motherhorn, and I really liked the props that they had there, and I thought, this kite looks like it would be a good time. So I took it, and I was flying it, and next thing you know, I was stuck here flying it for 50 years. And it seemed like every 10 years there was, a new bow added to the string. Now, I don't know if it was 10 years, but
Oh, I bet he's dead now. Makes you feel better.
How did
Looks
you
like-
eat?
How
I,
did you? How did you bathe?
I
Do you
did-
have
Another
bathroom
thing.
breaks?
I didn't. This has
Ah.
been literal torture for me, and you guys have.
Ian's
Ooh,
gonna take a
you're
couple
Do you
steps
want a
back.
snack?
He's gonna take a couple steps back and like put a hand on his nose as discreetly as he can. Like,
I mean, if you have a snack that you're willing to share, I wouldn't say no.
I've got candy that can turn you into a bobblehead.
It's really good.
What makes you foam at the mouth?
Oh, that's
But it does taste good.
Yeah.
It's goblin-made candy, actually, as I recall.
Yeah.
Oh, last goblin made candy that I had was not good. I think I'll pass on
Oh.
that.
Okay. I also have mushrooms,
um,
but I don't know if they're edible.
Yeah, I just pass her a ration from my pack. They're probably stale, but like it's something.
So she starts munching on the ration and is quite content. And she's like, I need to head home and see what has changed in this time frame. Thank you all again so much for saving me, essentially.
Just be careful. There's apparently somebody witch that's like not nice. So just be
Yeah.
careful.
Yeah, I kind of stole this kite from her, so
Maybe don't cross her then.
I would steer clear of her specifically.
you know that's not a bad idea. I think I'll do that.
If you want to hang out with a bunch of kids, you could go back to where we just came from, which is Hither, and there's a house full of kids that we live in.
Yeah.
Also, you're of legal drinking age now, so if you need to deal with this, like,
Well,
there are
Cheshire,
things that help.
Last time I checked, goblins are able to drink when they're born.
Good for you then.
How many years?
You know, all in moderation, all that sort of stuff.
must have like an amazing liver.
Well, it's been untouched at this point.
But hey, best of luck to you. Perhaps our paths will cross again, who knows?
I do hope so, but I just kind of want to, get some peace. You know how scary it is to fly a kite in a thunderstorm? It's not fun.
It does not sound enjoyable.
But
I mean, it seems to be a perpetual thunderstorm here.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
So yeah, she lets you know that Creeping Lynn is the witch that basically cursed her for that. Excuse me. She is aware of a small cave nearby that she's going to kind of go hide in that she called home. And she's going to survive there indefinitely by eating moss and lizards.
Good for her.
Self-sufficient.
Before she heads off,
We love a plan.
I know, right?
That's good keto diet right there.
Before she heads off, she's going to hand a small trinket to Sawyer for taking the kite
Oh.
spool away. Let's see, roll on the feywild trinket table. Where's that?
Way back at the beginning of the book.
Trinket table.
Yep.
Ooh,
Yep.
the possibilities.
Was that all the way at the beginning?
No
Mhm.
matter what it is,
far
I'm
back.
giving it to Wick because I know Wick wanted to fly the kite, so I hope this is like a good substitute for flying the evil kite.
Let's see here.
You know,
Yeah, this is for you, buddy. You've
It'd
earned
be
it.
something really obscure.
Yeah, or just something real sad.
Yeah. There you go, buddy.
There you go. You've been such a good
Mhm.
leader, so this is for you as a thank you.
Close.
it is a newt that has been encased in shadow.
Sawyer, go ahead and roll me
Oh
a
crap, do we still have that
D100.
eyeball?
Ooh, okay.
We do-
Yeah, I still have that eyeball. I can't take it off.
Got my
Sorry.
percentile.
Can't-
Oh.
oh.
92.
92.
It is cash money.
Yes.
So she hands you a rucksack,
Ooh.
which in the rucksack is one potato that magically appears each day at dawn.
It's
will
the
always
Irish
have a
version of the
potato.
Here
cupcake.
you go, Wick. I mean, if you want it,
It's
you can
called an
say no
Irish
and I'll
cupcake.
carry it. But it's a magic
Like-
Potato. Ooh.
Sticks his face in the thing and kind of just like lifts up and like looks around in it. Like, what's in here?
I won't be sad if you say no thank you. I just want you to know if you want it, it's there.
He starts like taking out a bunch of just like weird random shit that he has just been stuffing in his pocket. So like all the little bits of the frog
Oh.
and like weird like broken keys and like nail ends, weird shiny things, and he just like fills up the backpack and he puts it on and he's like, I feel like I'm a venturer now.
It looks so good.
Got a little
is
fanny pack
great.
now.
And hey, with potatoes all the time, there's so much you can do. You can boil them, you can mash them, you can stick them in a stew.
I love potatoes.
Potatoes.
Could have a hash every morning.
We always have breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
We can make
Great.
those French fries.
A good combination
French.
of French fries and cupcake.
I turn to the goblin and I go,
Hey, good luck with those lizards and moss. Thanks for the magic potato bag.
So, as you guys start to continue your way on towards the Fey Beacon, you've parted ways with the goblin that you just saved from an awful curse. And that is where we will end tonight. On the road again.
Bum bum bum.
got potatoes.
Aw, hi Pippin.
What a better way to end the night than with potatoes.
So true. I'm considering going out and driving through somewhere to get French fries now.
Well, yeah.
Sounds
You're
good.
welcome.
Got a
Oh.
pack
Potato, potato,
Bag.
potato.
So
I have tater tots, and I'm gonna air fry me some tater tots when we get
Air
off.
frying. Oh, I had got an air fryer last year and it's a game changer.
They-
Not
We
yeah.
do
sponsored.
everything in the air
Highly
fryer.
We're
recommend.
talking about food. You want to do a
Everything.
munch?
Look at our little eyes all popping out.
She's so cute.
Thank you, by the way, to
nice and close.
Mod Light, who followed us after the last time that we said hello to people, to Shia Ruck's stream team, who rated us with some viewers a little bit ago,
Yeah.
and to
Aw.
Dabs for reimbursing my inspiration. I appreciate all of those things.
Very
Aw.
nice.
Rob, were you surprised by our costumes? We've
I
been planning
was-
this for a really long time.
I was
now.
very
have.
surprised. I mean, I got a little bit of a sneak peek from, the conventions, but I had no idea you guys were doing it for stream. So nicely done. And I feel like that is definitely a way better surprise than everyone showing up dressed like Rob.
Oh, slam dunk.
Shots fired.
Oh no, that was very flattered.
Fight,
by that.
fight.
It was that was like, you guys are all so creative.
was pretty
And
cool.
I am
I mean, the
The
jealous.
beards were so good.
They were.
I showed up today dressed as you. I just didn't have my hat.
That's true.
Well, shame
Still,
on
my favorite part of when we dressed up as Rob for that one stream. And if you missed it, man, you missed a good thing. You can probably find
Oh,
it back somewhere. You can definitely find it on
There are
YouTube, but we
clips.
should definitely find like a highlight clip of that. But anyway, my favorite thing was before the stream, we all had our cameras covered and we were off screen. And Rob goes, just tell me that none of you guys dressed up as like myself or Steven or Eric. And KJ, without fail, without batting an eye, immediately goes, no, you didn't.
Okay. Anything else that you do, I think I can be composed.
I want the confidence of KJ going, no.
KJ.
No.
That-
With like immediate, most honest.
Yeah.
No, we
This
didn't.
girl is just unabashed.
I've talked to her a little bit online. She seems like a lot of fun.
As
super
soon
fun.
as she is ready to start streaming with us again, she will start streaming with us again. If I have my way.
But yeah, guys, that you guys are all so talented, and I love you all so much.
We
And
love you.
oh,
Eee.
but yeah,
Daddy kisses
Rob?
to you.
have fun
Aw.
at your
Oh wait, she's
convention.
actually about to lick the. Okay, good, you didn't.
Hey, Ty, what are you packing
Oh,
for?
yeah.
Rose City Comic Con, because I leave at 7 a.m.
Where's Rose City Comic Con?
Portland.
Nice. And
Yeah.
Mr. Rob is international again.
He's just going back
A
for more
certain-
Tim Hortons.
Canada
Yeah,
was so
I wish
fun
I
the
had
first
some Tim
time.
Hortons, but
Admittedly-
now I'm tired.
Tim Hortons apple fritters, man. I have
didn't get any.
I tried them the first time I came to Canada, and basically every time I pass a Tim Hortons, I'm like, "Do you want apple fritters?"
I didn't get
So
to try.
just off
I'm
the sheer
not
fact that
getting
you
it.
guys
No.
are going to Canada so often, I'm already looking at planning my next vacation to go visit my family in Ontario.
Ah.
Just to go spend a week up there, drink Summersbees, play some golf, and be way
There are
less
a
sober.
lot of golf courses.
There are.
around.
That's so interesting. That's not something I think of when I think of Canada.
I really enjoyed Canada. The house that we stayed in was real kind of wonky, and I was in like a weird basement bedroom that was gigantic with only a bed.
Whoa.
But
Weird.
house aside, it was fun. Like, I'm not joking. Like, if this
Yeah.
was the entire room, like this was length, like doors here, this is the entire room. This was the bed, just right
Yeah.
right with an open room.
The house that we had 2 houses the last time we were in Canada. One house was incredibly well furnished, beautifully decorated, but small and didn't fit like anybody. The other house was massive and sprawling and might as
Like-
well have been unfurnished. Like there was
I would like
nothing
no
in most of the
furnishings.
rooms.
No furnishings, and because I was in the basement, we got all the bugs.
Oh.
Okay, I didn't hear about that part.
Yeah, no, Lauren and I had to get a weird millipede out of the basement the last
A
night.
Whoa.
weird millipede, and you didn't put it in a lollipop or anything?
No, I didn't want to kill him. You getting the lollipop? Did you bring it with you?
Uh-oh.
I bought
Oh,
I
him a
think he's got
lollipop
it.
with a tequila
Oh.
worm in it.
Are we gonna get another foot shot?
Oh, maybe.
Shot, foot shot.
Oh.
No, just the booty.
Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers, guys. Maybe we'll get the foot.
Nope.
No, no foot.
Dang. We can only hope. in
next
dreams.
time.
Oh, hey,
we're
Rob.
talking like yeah, there's the worm. We're talking like we're like nature documentary.
Yeah, we were all
People-
very quiet. Like, oh,
Just-
and there it goes.
Like golf.
Like golf.
Present. Yeah.
Commentators, yeah.
And he's approaching to make the putt. Is he going to use the
Open
foot wedge
there.
this time, or?
There's the lollipop. We've got the worm in sight.
Let's get a slow motion
And that
replay
moment
of
that he
We can't
forgets
hear
to
you, Rob.
forgets to push the button.
They're specifically not on camera.
Yeah, I bought them both lollipops with bugs in them.
Gross.
I don't
Delicious.
know the convention schedule yet. We haven't gone and got badges. I don't know like what hours we're going to be able to hold. We're walking distance from the convention this time,
Oh,
so I might
nice.
hop back. I
Lucky.
might try and get a stream going on Friday, but that is kind of TBD. So come to the Discord and hang out. I usually let people know what the Friday plan is in the Discord. Maybe sometimes with very little notice, but I still do it. But we will
If you
certainly
aren't
be
on our Discord yet, join our Discord. Link in the chat.
Thank you, Maddie. And Monday will be D&D again with Maddie and Ty and I.
Yes,
And-
I'm very excited.
Also Crash and Ellie.
I'm nervous.
Join us. Apparently, we missed an encounter, so we're gonna have to do the encounter next.
Oh,
week.
it'll be fine. It'll probably be fine.
Everything's
I
fine.
did like
In all
the
likelihood,
tone.
it'll be fine.
We also don't
I
have
really
an angry
did like
bird.
that tone.
We don't have an angry bird anymore, but we do have a tiny angry dragon.
Angry Birds.
Yes.
Ah!
He's
We have a
got a little
tiny angry-
lizard.
We have a tiny angry dragon that Sebas tried to talk to, and he sassed her.
Yes. He's very cute and charming.
So reading through the book for Spelljammer, I learned that there's something called a solar dragon. That sounds scary as all get out to mess with, and we can
You
talk
really-
about that at a later time. But
I gotta tell you real quick, she just took the opportunity while I was holding her as I made that oh no face. She just licked my tongue. Why are
Does
you
that
mad?
feel?
Vex is like the grimiest little gremlin. She's always doing the gross stuff.
Yeah, I remember on one of Misfit's streams when I said, yeah, she sometimes licks inside noses, and Misfit went, yeah, Pippin does that sometimes. And it went, she also licks feet, and then Misfit went, well, that draws the line.
Gotta have
We've
standards.
talked about so many feet tonight, you guys.
All the feet.
this
Yeah,
this
I'd
video
love
was
to
Give yourselves a
sponsored
pat
by
on the back.
feet.
Yeah.
Give yourself a pat on the foot.
Here.
So So, guys, I am gonna end the stream. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight.
Are we gonna raid? Who
Yeah.
are we gonna raid?
Do
Somebody.
you have anybody to wade?
I see that.
I will set it up. One of our Discord members, Delegation of Dreamers, is
Ooh.
streaming tonight.
Nice.
So I'll be setting that up. Don't go anywhere, and we'll send you over. Rob, you can be closing us out, my man.
All right. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us for Witchlight Wednesday. We're 21 episodes deep, and I also discovered that depending on random encounters, this event could have been propelled very quickly or very slowly. We won't go there unless it actually happens. But thank you for being here. Tune in Friday. We love you. Take care. And
We love you.
we will see you next time. Have a good night,
See
everyone.
you later.
Y'all come back now,
Really
yeah?
great to see everyone. Good night.